Co.
I'm Dan Marino, and you're watching USA, America's favorite cable network.
Deep in the heart of Texas lies the Southwest Cultural Center called San Antonio. Wrapped serenely on the river and drenched in beauty, it is also a city rich in history, the Alamo. In 1836, it was not a mission of mercy, but instead a dilemma of determination, a fight for freedom, a fight for Texas. Commander William Barrett Travis, Jim Bowie, and Davy Crockett led 189 men in the cradle of liberty, the Lone Star State. Today, it's the San Antonio Riders who defend Alamo Stadium, and this new band of battlers has not been without casualty. First, there was quarterback Jason Garrett, hit from behind and injured against Orlando in Week 1. 7 days later, his replacement Lee Saltz, like a replay, was wrapped from behind and knocked out of action. But then came reinforcements. Mike Johnson arrived on the scene from Team Dallas and has led the Riders to 2 straight victories. The left-hander has lit the skies with accurate passing and utilized a bevy of backs, led by the league's rushing leader, Ricky Blake. San Antonio is now looking for its 3rd straight win, but tonight the opponent is unbeaten Barcelona. The Dragons have spanned the globe, winning their first 3 games in 3 different countries. Winning has become habit, and it was more the same back in Spain, Week 4. Tonight it's Texas, Week 5, and the Cowboy, El Caballero, Jack McNeil, brings his unbeaten Dragons to Alamo Stadium. Barcelona is led by quarterback Scott Ernie, the league leader. He's thrown 98 straight without an interception, but his leading receiver, Gene Taylor, is playing with an injury. And banged-up Barcelona may be vulnerable tonight. Fiesta. It's the celebration of the century, and the city of San Antonio has been packed with tourists and aglow with fireworks for several days now. It's the 100th anniversary of the annual Rite of Spring, Fiesta, a multicultural celebration that is truly without rival. This is Alamo Stadium on a gorgeous evening for football. It's been difficult pulling fans away from the party, but the ones who have come anticipate an interesting matchup between the Barcelona Dragons and the San Antonio Riders. And hello again, everybody. I'm Tim Branton. Welcome to the Great Southwest. Tonight marks the midway point of this inaugural World League season. And with that in mind, let's take a look at what's happening halfway through this 10-game schedule. 2 games this afternoon. Frankfurt beat Raleigh-Durham. Joe Pizzo came off the bench for the Skyhawks to lead them to 2 late touchdowns, only to come up short 30-28. And London keeps the pressure on Barcelona. The Monarchs win big, still unbeaten at 5-0. So the standings then look like this. The European division still the strength of the World League. Look at these records. Barcelona needs a win tonight to keep pace with London. Then in the North American East Division, Orlando and Montreal starting to struggle a little bit. Montreal with a loss falls to 2-3. And in the West, look out for the Riders, going for their 3rd straight win tonight and trying to jump ahead in that West. And working with me again, quarterback extraordinaire, touchdown Dan. And Dan, let's start with Barcelona. They are banged up, albeit unbeaten. They've got some problems.
Yeah, they are banged up, and Paul Palmer, a guy they've relied on heavily this year, is hurt. He has an injury problem to his hamstring. He's going to be out tonight. Jimmy Bell, his backup, is going to come in, and they're going to look for him to run the ball, and Coach McNeil is real happy with him so far, the way he's been able to help out in spelling off Palmer. But that will put a lot of pressure on Scott Ernie, and he's going to have a good game tonight. Scott Ernie is the leading passer in the league The one interesting stat about Scott Ernie, though, is he does not have an interception yet this season in 98 attempts. Look for Scott Ernie to have a good game tonight in order for Barcelona to win.
All right, as a quarterback, 98 attempts, no INTs. Does that build pressure or build confidence?
Well, it might build a little pressure because you start to think, well, when am I going to throw that first interception?
That's right. All right, how about San Antonio now? How about their attack?
Well, they're a solid football team, and they show that they're very solid because they've had quarterback problems. They've had injuries. Jason Garrett was hurt in the first game. Lee Salt's hurt in the second game. They bring in Mike Johnson from Dallas, and they get 2 victories. So they're very happy with Mike and his ability to play quarterback. And if he struggles just a little bit tonight, though, look for Coach Mike Riley to bring in Jason Garrett, who is healthy, and they're real happy with Jason Garrett.
But touch a little bit on Mike Riley's offensive philosophy.
Well, his philosophy is, we talked to him yesterday, he wants to be very balanced. And if you look at their statistics, there's a unique statistic. They have rushed the ball for 722 yards, and they've thrown the ball for 721 yards. That's very balanced.
And their 3 running backs rank among the top 13 running backs in the league statistically. We're just about set for kickoff. Stay with us. It's Barcelona and San Antonio. Fiesta time.
Isn't Sir John late for tea?
Yes. I rather think he is. Rather. Jolly good cup of tea, Perkins.
Now no one is safe from American football. KFC introduces the World League Challenge Sweepstakes. You could win $1 million instantly, or over 10 million other prizes, including delicious Kentucky Fried Chicken. So rush into your local KFC restaurant and play today.
Good luck, dude!
You've arrived when you customize. Clothes, clubs, bag, but only one golf shoe gives every golfer a custom fit. Now that the pump from Reebok has arrived. I pump up for support, protection, and a custom fit. So before you tee up, pump up. Oh, and Curtis, don't be so strange. Pump up and air out.
Switch to the greatest sports performance shoe in the world, the Reebok Pump. Pump up and air out.
How far do you think it is? Oh, about 140 miles. And there ain't a thing out there.
Reliability isn't a sticker you put on the windshield. It's something you darn well better design in from the start.
This is far.
This is forever.
You know, we're not selling these cars to mechanics. It could be someone like your mother, and they just gotta know they won't be left sitting somewhere by the side of the road.
I mean, that's the way I would want it if I was a customer.
Hey, look at this. Civilization. Sort of.
The World League on USA is brought to you by Coors Light, the one that won't slow you down. The Silver Bullet is the right beer now. By the Reebok Pump, pump up and air out. And by Kentucky Fried Chicken. Nobody's cooking like today's KFC.
As Fiesta continues, let me tell you the weather in a word. Sensational. 77 degrees, just a marvelous evening in the Great Southwest. Right now, while we have time, let's take you down to the 3rd member of our broadcast team, kicker extraordinaire from the Atlanta Falcons, Mick Luckhurst. Mick?
Thank you, as usual, Tim. Well, a little twist tonight. Instead of talking to a coach, we're talking to a player, and a great one at that. Leading quarterback in the World League, Scott Ernie. Congratulations, you're 4-0 as well.
Thank you very much.
A little twist tonight also, though, is that your key man, Paul Palmer, Boo Boo, is out. How's that going to affect you offensively?
Well, you know, we're missing a great running back tonight in Boo Boo, and some other guys are going to have to step forward. Jim Bell's going to do a hell of a job for him tonight, and, you know, hopefully the rest of the offense will pick up the slack.
Any changes at quarterback at all?
I hope not. You know, I hope to go as long as we're up, and you know, hopefully we'll be up the whole game.
I heard rumors Rice might be in, but also now upstairs we've been talking about you having a string of 98 without an interception, and maybe does that put pressure on you? And also, does your scheme help you?
Yeah, I think the scheme helps us a lot. The pressure, I try and take each game one at a time, and you know, right now I have 0 in a row, and you know, I'm starting from scratch, and hopefully I'll go the whole game tonight without one.
Well, have a great game tonight, and as well you know, the Monarchs won, so they're 5-0, so you guys have got to win. And Danny and Tim, I know you guys are happy the Monarchs won.
Spoken like a true British. Jack Bicknell, unbeaten in the pro ranks, formerly the head coach at Boston College, 10 years there. El Caballero, Cowboy Jack they call him. And the head coach at San Antonio's Mike Riley. He led the Winnipeg Blue Bombers to Grey Cup titles, 1988, 1990. Now the Riders riding high in the saddle. 2 in a row. San Antonio won the toss, will receive. Now look at Lewis Aguiar. And he will be kicking deep to Elliott Searcy and Undra Johnson. Broderick Graves is back there as well. They have 3 deep. They just picked up Searcy, #1 pick at Sacramento, but he was waived. This is Johnson. Johnson breaks the tackle, has some room. Across the 30. Johnson knocked out of bounds at the 39-yard line, hit late. And there is a flag that'll tack on even more yardage. A return of 31 yards and knocked out by Anthony Green. And Green may be the guilty party.
Foul, number 12 of the kicking team, 15 yards, first down.
That's the kicker, Louis Aguiar, the guilty party.
Personal foul on the kicker, Tim. He's trying to get a shot on Undra Johnson out of bounds. Looks like he's the one that takes the shot. He trips over his own feet and runs into the track.
Well, Undra Johnson went down. Here's Mike Johnson. Came in, as we mentioned, after Garrett and Saltz had been hurt. 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions thus far. 46% of his passes have been completed. Blake and Johnson start in the backfield behind him. First down, San Antonio. Great field position. Straight ahead they go. Big hole, Blake. Inside the 35, still on his feet to the 27-yard line. Stop made by the right corner, Alex Morris, after a gain of 18. Offensively, Husby, Kiselak, Vitale, Harper, and Layfield. Not a big offensive line, averages 277 pounds, but it's quick. A lot of zone and trap blocking. Blake and Johnson are 2 of the 3 backs that rank among the top 13 we mentioned for San Antonio, and the other skilled folks you saw. This is Blake again, carrying tackles for a couple. Defensively for Barcelona. Up front, the longtime NFL veteran, All-Pro Bruce Clark, along with Mike Ruth out of Boston College and Steve Alford. Ruth was the Outland Trophy winner, nation's outstanding lineman. They're the linebackers. They're active. Dragons have given up only 44 points in 4 games. That's the fewest in the league. They need 7. Johnson has time, throws to his back. Here's Blake inside the 20. Blake inside the 10 to the 7-yard line, and there's a flag. And it's thrown where it will probably be holding against the offense. That may negate a 17-yard pickup.
So Mike Johnson showed a lot of presence right here. He's looking for a receiver to the left side of the screen. He slips, gets back up, and notice he dumps the ball off to Blake, who makes a nice run. It might be a legal receiver downfield.
Ronnie Williams, the tight end, had gone downfield too early.
It was a very alert play by Mike Johnson. I like that. After slipping, standing, still having the presence to stand in that pocket and pick up a receiver in the flat.
So the 17-yard pickup is pulled back. Second down, they need 7. Straight ahead they go again with the draw to Undra Johnson. He gets some of it back.
Tim, they've shown why they're the team that's leading the league in rushing so far this year. They're running the ball so very well early here in the game. Nice draw play up the middle to offset that last drop back pass.
Brings up a 3rd and 2, Dan, for San Antonio to keep the drive alive. Johnson. See some of his escapability, goes for the first down marker. They say he stepped out of bounds at the 20, so he may have lost yardage on that. He does. He loses a yard.
Mike Johnson shows great mobility. He sees that he's trying to throw the ball to the left side, rolls out to the right, just runs out of real estate and doesn't have an opportunity to get the first down. He wants to throw a flat hitch pass, 3-step drop to his left. He gets a little pressure. He's covered. He's running to his left. You see right here, he gets run out of bounds. He doesn't have enough real estate to get the first down.
Jim Gallery on to attempt a 37-yarder. He's 1 for 4 this year. He's missed from 40, 44, and 50. This certainly has the distance, but it's off again. And so Gallery continues to have his problems, as San Antonio has problems with its kicking game all year.
Well, they really have had a lot of problems in their kicking game. They need to improve that in order to be a good team.
Teddy Garcia was here earlier. He couldn't make it. San Antonio comes away empty.
Think any oil can protect your truck? When it works its hardest, revs its highest? Think again. Truck Guard from Shell. Truck Guard presents the roughest, toughest, wildest, the greatest sports moments of the 80s. Yours free with any oil change or case purchase of Truck Guard. Or $2.99 with a 1-quart purchase from Shell.
You know, recycling has given trash a whole new meaning.
That's the idea, John.
The Rubbermaid 32-gallon wheel trash can, only $9.97, and a 4-cubic-foot wheelbarrow is just $19.99.
Does that make garbage garbage?
Beats me.
How about a better hand soap?
Not us, we can't cope. We don't need no lava soap, no.
Regular soap won't always work, but lava with pumice will. Interested?
No, no, no.
Lava, but don't try to cope without it, soap.
Welcome back to San Antonio. Barcelona dodges a bullet. San Antonio doesn't score, and so Scott Ernie comes on. 6 touchdowns, no interceptions. And as we mentioned earlier, he's had a hot hand. 98 straight without an interception.
Blue 38!
First down, Dragons. Ernie, quick drop, throws outside and has it complete to Thomas Woods. Gain of 4, bring up 2nd and 6. Gary Richard on the tackle. Offensively, here is the interior line, which averages 6'4", 286 pounds. It has protected Scott Ernie very well all year. Bobby Sine in the middle had some knee problems in his career, but now is playing extremely well. He leads the pack. Jimmy Bell starts for Paul Palmer, who's hurt. Lydell Carr, Kenneth Taylor, and Woods. Carr has 7 carries, 8 yards this year, but he has 4 touchdowns. 2nd and 6 for Ernie. Has to bail out. There's a flag thrown. Ernie throws late, incomplete. It was intended for Tim Edgerton. And again, it was Richard who knocked him loose.
Scott Ernie showed nice mobility here, moving around in the pocket. They got some pressure from the left-hand side in the pocket. He moved up, tried to make something happen. Unfortunately, because of the pressure, they get an offensive holding.
The call was on Jeff Mickle,
Make something happen,
left tackle. Mickle is 6'5", 288. Division I AA Lineman of the Year, consensus All-American out of Eastern Washington University. He's called for holding. Defensively for San Antonio, it's Bailey, Fletcher, and Gardner up front. They run a 3-4 with Manning, Walton, Gilbert, and Cooks, the linebackers. And the secondary has been solid. Ernie throws to the outside, has it complete. And Marcus Cherry slides out of bounds at the 22-yard line. Still well short of the first. So to bring up 3rd down long.
Let's go. Force right, 960 Bob Cook. On quick, ready?
Eavesdropping in the Barcelona huddle.
Scott Ernie just called a pass play. You would think he would, 3rd and 9.
Has pressure up the middle, throws, and Cherry makes a whale of a catch. Marcus Cherry was down and still made the catch.
He slipped on his back, gets up to make a catch. Look at Marcus Cherry here, is in the slot running a curl route, comes back, slips on the yard marker, but has presence enough to make the catch. Alert play, good enough for a 1st down.
Marcus Cherry in camp with the Washington Redskins out of Boston College. 1st down, Barcelona. Straight ahead goes Jimmy Bell. Bell gets a couple.
Well, that's that play out of the double wing formation with one back that Barcelona loves to run so much with Paul Palmer. He's not in tonight. Jimmy Bell's going to have a good night running the football, and he gets a 5-yard gain his 1st carry.
Bell has a banged-up shoulder. He's had that since the Montreal game 3 weeks ago. Second down and 4. This is Bell, left side. He's close to the first down markers, depending where they mark it. I think he's got enough. Run out of bounds by Tim Walton and Gary Richard.
It was just a straight zone blocking play to the left-hand side of the Barcelona offensive line. They come off the ball. They've been doing such a good job all season running the football, just straight plays off the line, letting the back pick his hole. Another 5-yard gain, good enough for a first down.
Dragons with 2 tight ends. Bell again, left tackle. And he gains 2. Stop was made by Greg Ross, the nose tackle. Look at Terrence Cooks, who's still down for San Antonio. He's the left outside linebacker. He would be a big loss for San Antonio's defense. He is the leading tackler. He also has 1.5 sacks, 1 fumble recovery, so he's an active linebacker.
There's gonna be a war on the line because both teams run the ball so well. It's gonna be challenging for both offense and defense tonight.
Pan Am and United Airlines have entered into an agreement with far-reaching benefits for travelers of both airlines. United Mileage Plus members can earn miles on Pan Am to Europe, Latin America, the Caribbean, the U.S. Pan Am World Pass members can earn miles on United to the South Pacific, the Far East, Europe, across the U.S. So now when you redeem your miles, you've got the world to choose from.
Many questions are being asked about hair loss. Mine were answered by this booklet. It's free and it's put together by the Hair Replacement Centers. And to help you get it, they'll even give you this 800 number. Now with this free call, you can find out why their non-surgical individual strand application works. Looking natural is something I depend on. So for me, the Hair Replacement Centers is the natural choice.
Call Hair Replacement Centers now for your free informative booklet, 1-800-453-6600.
This is Nassau County Executive Tom Galata. Over 1,000 of Nassau County's sons and daughters have served or are serving in the Persian Gulf. It is because of these servicemen and women and all veterans that we can look upon the United States of America as the greatest country in the world. Join us on Sunday, April 28th at 1 p.m. when Nassau County will hold a special Welcome Home Parade and celebration at the Nassau County Veterans Memorial Coliseum. To our servicemen and women and their families, we thank you.
The Vice President's wife, the candidate for the White House, the network anchorwoman. One of them is Hitler's daughter. Tomorrow at 7.
They continue to work on left outside linebacker Terrence Cook, the linebacker. They only have 5 linebackers to begin with, so that is a big loss. Almost intercepted by Gary Richard on 2nd down and 7. It was intended for Marcus Cherry, and Richard got a great break and closed in quickly.
Well, Scott Ernie almost threw his first interception of the year there. Richard makes a good break on the ball because it was a rolled up corner. He had deep help. That's why he was able to sit on that flat play to the left side.
Brings down 3rd and 7 now from the 46. Ernie throws his first incompletion of the night. It was intended for Jimmy Bell. Ernie was 4 for 4 until that pass.
They're getting away from the double tight end offense a little bit. They're going with 3 wide receivers here. Scott Ernie drops back, and you notice he gets a little pressure where he has to throw the ball over a defensive lineman. It's a little high for Jimmy Bell. Can't make the catch.
Luis Aguiar comes on to punt. Elliott Searcy is deep for the Riders. It's a high spiraling punt that does not turn over. Searcy takes it on the 15 and is hit immediately. Great coverage by Ron Getz. A 41-yard punt, no return. We still have no score.
No one can guarantee you a perfect world. A world where the unexpected never intrudes. some of us know we'll be taken care of, quickly and compassionately. In an imperfect world, you're in good hands with Allstate, a member of the Sears Financial Network.
I'm on my way. Boise?
When your travel plans suddenly change,
You gotta help me. I checked my case to Boston, now they want me in Boise.
it's good to know Delta's got a team like Cumbus
Walt, I need a recheck fast.
to Price
Large sample case?
to Morris
number 0479.
to Elders.
I got it.
Great job, Walt. No problem, Mr. DePrima.
Thanks.
Mr. DePrima, Mr. Michael DePrima, please call your office.
Walt? About that bag.
A company can learn a lot in 125 years. As you learn, you make your product better and better. 125 years of quality. That's why people who know use Valvoline.
The time has come for the cordless power roller from Wagner. It's so quick and easy, it can cut painting time in half. So get your hands on a real value, because the value of Wagner keeps on rolling.
He seduced and betrayed them. Now they're getting even. Jack Scalia, Catherine Oxenberg, Ring of Scorpio, Wednesday and Thursday at 9.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, this game is living up to everyone's expectations except on the scoreboard. A lot of movement, but one man that's disappointed, Boo-Boo Paul Palmer. How is it standing on the sideline? I know you love to compete.
It's pretty difficult, as a matter of fact. It's one thing to be dressed and not play, but it's another thing to just be standing there. I kind of feel smaller than everybody. I feel somewhat like a dwarf out here without my pad.
How about your partner that's in there now, Jimmy Bell?
Jim Bell, without a doubt, is an extremely capable running back. I remember Jim from college. He played extremely well against Temple when he played well for our college. He's going to be fine.
All right, well, I know it's going to be hard for you to enjoy it, except if you have a win.
We're going to get a win. We're going to get a win. It's going to feel good going to Sacramento.
All right, well, you heard it here first, guys. Back up to you.
All right, Mick, thanks. They call him Boo-Boo Palmer. Got that name from his grandmother. Said, you were my little guy. You still are my little guy. Will always be my little guy. So you are Boo-Boo and will always be Boo-Boo. Blake picks up a couple. It'll be second down and 6 for San Antonio. Here he is again. This is Blake, runs wide to the right side. Bruce Clark, the longtime veteran, comes through and makes the play. Bruce Clark had 3 sacks last week. He continues to crank it up.
Well, he's a big-time player. Bruce Clark has plenty of NFL experience, and now he's playing for Barcelona and brings that experience to the World League.
1984 Pro Bowler out of Penn State. First-team All-American there. Lombardi Award winner as the nation's best lineman. Loss of 3, third down and 9. Barcelona now with 6 defensive backs. Here comes the pressure. Johnson goes deep and has a man. It's Dwight Pickens all alone. San Antonio scores. Johnson to Dwight Pickens.
Tim, that's a big-time play. You see the one-on-one coverage out here to the outside. He's very patient with his move. Chris Fry in the coverage turns to look. Dwight Pickens, nice catch, goes all the way 82 yards for a touchdown. Mike Johnson had great patience standing in the pocket, making a solid throw.
Jim Gallery, who missed a 19-yard field goal earlier, now on to attempt the extra point. And it's good. San Antonio scores big. 82 yards. Johnson to Pickens. 7-0. Riders.
Because if you don't watch your figure, who will?
It's the right beer now.
Because when it comes to water, the only place to start is at the top.
It's the right beer now.
Because when the party's going full steam, you don't want to fill up. So reach for the beer that won't slow you down. The Silver Bullet.
We did everything together in college. We even dated the same girl. And the day I got married,
was his jacket I was wearing. Funny how time moves you in different directions and then lets you forget. I might never have talked to Nick again if it weren't for this letter I got from MCI. They asked my wife and me to name the people closest to us, the ones we talk to the most. And whenever we call each other, we'll all save an extra 20%. It's a thing they call friends and family. Well, we listed the kids, Melanie's folks, my mother and brother, Tony and Selena. There's got to be more than 8 people out there we're close to, Melanie said. Didn't you have any friends in college? 1, I said. We sent our list to MCI, and a week later, the phone rang. It was a familiar voice. I got a date this weekend, he said. You think I could have my jacket back?
San Antonio's hero right now, Pickens, on an 82-yard touchdown pass. A reception from Johnson. 3 plays, 84 yards. It took only a minute 20. And the Riders lead 7-0. Gallery preparing to kick to Edgerton and Thomas Woods. Gallery's a little bit pumped up, but they have to run it out or they'll stoke it at the 10. This is Woods. Carries it out to the 19-yard line.
Take a look at the telestrator right here on the last touchdown. Alex Morris, who's the defensive back here, comes on the blitz untouched. Tim Johnson is very fortunate because he does have time to throw the football and does make a nice pass. Take a look right here where he comes clean. Tim Johnson stands in there, just gets the pass off. Alex Morris, big hit on Tim Johnson, but Pickens comes up with the catch for a touchdown, 82 yards.
First down, Barcelona. Scott Ernie with time, tries to repay the favor, goes deep. Almost intercepted by Gary Richard. Boy, has Richard been playing well. Blocked the punt Monday night on Troy Ponce. Chased it out for a safety. Second leading tackler.
Well, the first play, Scott Ernie tries to go deep. Gary Richards has excellent position and drops the interception. Needs to concentrate and make that catch for a turnover. Pass was intended to Thomas Woods, and looks like he's trying to play the defensive back and knock the ball down. Richard drops an interception.
104 passes now without an interception. This is Bell, slips in the hole, gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe. Jim Fletcher stopped him, and they mark it. He'll lose a yard.
You heard Scott Ernie say green 5. He was checking at the line of scrimmage to the straight zone blocking play to the left of the fullback. Jimmy Bell running to the 5 hole on the left-hand side. There is nowhere to run. Fletcher with a nice play coming down the line in pursuit, stuffing that running play at the line of scrimmage.
Third down, they need almost 11. They come with a blitz. Oh, it was intended for Thomas Woods. I thought it was going to be complete, but Calvin Nicholson got a hand on it at the last moment and knocked it away.
Thomas Woods had him beat down the field. The ball was just a little bit underthrown. He had underthrown and he had to wait on it, which gave Nicholas a chance to come back and make a play on the ball.
Boy,
the ball was just a hair underthrown.
Great play, huh? Aguiar back to punt. And Elliott Searcy will be standing at his own 37. This is Searcy. Tiptoes out to the 45-yard line and meets a whole host of Dragons. So a 41-yard punt, 5-yard return. A reminder to join us Monday night for more World League football. Sacramento Surge battling the New York, New Jersey Knights. USA Helmet Cam and Boomer Esiason return Monday night. Our coverage begins 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 5 o'clock Pacific. Sacramento and the Knights. First down, Riders at the 45. Johnson and Graves.
Fumble recovered by Barcelona.
And Barcelona does get it back. Ron Getz makes the recovery.
Well, there's a problem with the quarterback center exchange. Mike Johnson pulls out a little early, Does not come up with the snap. The ball's loose right here. You see Getz come up with the fumble recovery.
Ron Getz out of the University of Minnesota, brother-in-law of Giants #1 pick, Brian Williams.
That's a big turnover for Barcelona. Now they have to capitalize on this.
Bell hit again quickly. Mark Ledbetter got there first. How about this?
Both of these teams are very opportunistic, and they cause a lot of turnovers. And that's probably the reason why they're two of the better teams in the league right now.
Dan, when you've gone 105 passes without an interception, does it make you more confident? Do you gamble more?
Well, Scott Ernie has gambled a little bit so far. Little play action pass.
There he is in 2nd and 9, has a man open. It's his tight end, Demetrius Davis. And Davis down to the 22-yard line. Knocked out of bounds by Gary Richard after a gain of 19.
This is a nice play action pass here. They've been running that stretch play to the zone, running play to the right side. They fake it to Bell. Scott Ernie does a nice job of faking, comes out. Demetrius Davis wide open in the flat after a block, makes a good run down the sideline.
Blue 88! Blue 88!
First down, this is Bell. And again, Bell slips. That's the 4th time tonight that he's lost his footing trying to dance into the hole.
It seems like there's been a problem with the footing. This is an old turf field here, and the turf is kind of worn down a little bit. That's probably why the reason there's a problem.
Big zone naked slam on quick. Ready?
Looks like this is going to be a bootleg.
2 tight ends, 2nd down and 10. Ernie has the corner and goes out of bounds. Tim Walton takes him out with a vicious tackle. Went up to the head.
San Antonio did a great job of covering. They did not go for the run play action fake to the right. Came out, did a good job of covering. Scott Ernie had the run for it. Now it's 3rd and 8. Big play for Barcelona's offense.
Watch this, though.
Clothesline. That's tough on the quarterback.
They need 8. There's a flag down, and Ernie's down. Boy, again, it's Manning. He takes Ernie down hard, and Ernie's a little bit shaken up.
Yeah, he took a tough blow right there. He had his arm up in the air ready to throw. Manning comes in and gives him a good shot. Ernie shows he's tough, though. He bounces right back up.
Manning's 3rd sack of the year. We'll see what the flag is.
I think Manning was offsides.
Then let's take the sack back.
Offside. Defense, number 58. 5 yards, repeat 3rd down.
We'll take that sack back. He still only has 2 for the year. They get a little bit easier when you jump the gun.
Oh, no doubt. Scott Ernie, I think he knows he has him offsides right here. He's going to take a little more time. And right here, shot to the ribs. Boom. That hurts sometimes. Scott Ernie's not a big guy, but he's a tough guy.
Man, 28!
3rd down, they need 3. Ernie across the middle, incomplete, should have been caught. Gene Taylor was open. The ball was there, and he couldn't hold on.
Gene Taylor's an excellent receiver. He usually makes that type of catch, especially when he has an opportunity to catch a touchdown pass.
Boy, watch this.
Looking, Gene Taylor come from the left side of your screen, right in his hands, a touchdown, and he drops it. He loses his concentration.
Massimo Manca, a 32-yard attempt to get Barcelona on the board.
He missed it.
We've seen them both ways now. San Antonio has missed. Barcelona has missed. The score remains the same. The Riders lead by 7.
My feet are so sweaty and smelly.
Here's why. Your feet have more sweat glands than any other part of your body. They need super drying Odor Eaters foot powder. Look, you'd need 25 cans of talc to match the drying strength of just 1 Odor Eaters powder. It can absorb 25 times more wetness.
Wow, it even keeps my feet dry. And no more smell.
Odor Eaters foot powder from the makers of Odor Eaters insoles with the world's most powerful odor destroyer.
Good morning, front desk.
Excuse me. Excuse me, we've been waiting. Miss, got to check out. Check out. I was here for you. I was here for How long is this going to take?
San Antonio is just inches away from being unbeaten. Week number 1, the Riders rallied late. This extra point to tie Orlando. Garcia missed it, 35-34, 0-1. Week number 2 against Frankfurt, 4th at the goal line. They were denied. San Antonio was to ride out of town 0-2, but they've been rallying since. 2 in a row. They're going for win number 3 tonight. Hundred, Johnson, and Graves in the backfield on 1st down and 10, San Antonio. This is Johnson. Cuts inside to the 21-yard line. Tackle made by the linebackers, Brad Quast and Ron Getz.
San Antonio's offensive line, they may not be big, but they're a good trapping team. And that was just a stutter trap right there. Didn't really work, but they'll keep running that until it's successful for them.
So it'll be 2nd down and 9, San Antonio. Mike Johnson across the middle to his tight end, Ronnie Williams. Gets a couple of more. Again, Brad Quast with a tackle. Quast is an interesting guy, 6'2", 246-pounder. Out of Iowa. His dad played with the Baltimore Colts. He had a serious neck injury his sophomore season at Iowa. Didn't know if he'd ever play again, but here he is now in the World League. Just 22 years of age. Third down, they need 3. Oh, nice cut by Graves. And he's got the 1st down.
3rd and 3, and they run the ball. Shows you how much confidence Coach Mike Riley has in their offensive line and their ability to run it. Nice cutback by Roderick Graves for the 1st down. Last week he had a big week, 11 rushes for 92 yards, and he's continued to build on that tonight.
Also had 2 touchdowns. He's 13th in the league, 92 yards. The end of the 1st quarter from Alamo Stadium. It's 7-0 San Antonio.
They say you can see the future in the palm of your hand. Behold, JVC's smallest camcorder ever, with all the right features, from full-range autofocus to low-light sensitivity to title graphics. Plus, it easily plays on your VHS VCR. So at a mere 26 ounces, the future really is in the palm of your hand. JVC, we just made recorded history again.
When your office is 200,000 acres of rugged woodland, and you train the men who prevent anything from happening to it, you can't depend on just any deodorant. Men count on Old Spice deodorant. It works to prevent odor, to neutralize it before it starts. There's nothing else this effective with the clean classic scent of Old Spice.
I am just at the office.
You bet. Old Spice deodorant, because prevention is the ultimate form of protection. Count on it.
Here's something for all you truck drivers to think about. There's an oil made special for trucks. An oil with the Shell brand. Oil that protects engines when they rev their highest and work their hardest. Think any oil will take care of your truck? Think again. Truck Guard from Shell.
Dan Marino and Tim Brandt with you. It's Alamo Stadium in San Antonio. So far, the Riders lead 7-0. Johnson now 3 for 3 passing for San Antonio. He's hot.
Yeah, he's doing a job for them, and they're going to continue to try to let him throw the ball, and they're giving Barcelona everything they can handle.
Well, the running game has been strong. That makes it a lot easier on the quarterback. Here he is again. Throws across the middle. There's his first incompletion. But the play was broken up nicely by the linebacker, Ron Getz. It was intended for John Garrett, the wide receiver out of Princeton. One of the 3 Garretts in the World League. along with Jason and Joe.
San Antonio's continue to stay with this two-back set, trying to run the ball occasionally, and they're doing a pretty good job of running it. Mike Johnson takes a timeout.
All right, with that timeout, let's go downstairs. Here's Mick.
Thanks, Tim. I'm here with Jason Garrett. Jason, first 2 weeks you were starting at quarterback. I know it's difficult to be standing here on the sidelines. What's the hopes of you going in there today?
Don't know. You know, I rehabbed a lot the past 3 weeks and got myself back and ready to go. I practiced this week, and, you know, if I'm needed, I'm going to be ready to go.
Hey, you've got a few brothers playing in this league. One in London. Is he enjoying it?
Yeah, I guess he is. I've only talked to him once or twice, and I guess he's doing pretty well. And I guess the logistics, the accommodations aren't so great, but they're doing okay.
Now, he's leading the league, isn't he? 30 receptions before today, and they won big today. He must have had a few today. Are you proud of him?
I sure am. I've thrown a lot to him myself, you know, in high school and college and stuff. He's pretty good at what he does.
Or does he attribute his skills to you, like you're saying?
I don't know.
You'd like to have him here?
Sure would. Sure would. We got good guys here, though. Sure would.
What do you think of Mike's performance so far? Now, obviously, I know that's a difficult position because you'd love to be in there, but how's he doing?
Oh, made a hell of a throw. You know, they played blitz coverage on 3rd and long, and he hit a big one for a touchdown. He's doing great.
He was 3 for 3 before that last one, but he's doing good. Tim, Danny, back up to you guys.
Here he is with another completion, Mick. This is Graves, and Graves got to the 37-yard line. Hey, Mick, yesterday practice, John, Judd, and Jason. I called John Judd. He just looked at me like I was crazy. Tackle made by Quast and Cobb.
See Scott Ernie on the sidelines. They have his pads off, and they're checking and putting a little ice on his shoulder. When they're putting ice on his shoulder like that with his pads off, looks like he might not come back in the game.
Well, if he doesn't, Tony Rice, the all-star out of Notre Dame, will come in. 6 defensive backs for Barcelona. 3rd down and 5. Johnson is nailed. Great outside leverage and containment by Steve Alvin.
They run the option play down to the right side of the line of scrimmage, and Albert makes a nice play right here. Good form tackle, sticks Mike Johnson right under the nose. No gain.
So Kent Sullivan comes on to punt. Tim Edgerton is deep for Barcelona. Good high kick. And the fair catch will be called at the 21. So Barcelona will have the ball there. 42-yard punt, no return. 13-18 remaining in the half. It's 7-0. Riders over the Dragons. Stay with us.
Isn't Sir John late for tea?
Yes. I rather think he is. Rather. Jolly good cup of tea, Perkins.
Now no one is safe from American football. KFC introduces the World League Challenge Sweepstakes. You could win $1 million instantly, or over 10 million other prizes, including delicious Kentucky Fried Chicken. So rush into your local KFC restaurant and play today. Good luck, dude!
No one can guarantee you a perfect world. A world where the unexpected never intrudes. But some of us know we'll be taken care of, quickly and compassionately. In an imperfect world, you're in good hands with Allstate, a member of the Sears Financial Network.
I stalk the wild gorilla, careful not to be noticed. He moves in and out of the light. But with 35mm 1 film from Polaroid, I can capture this majestic creature in low light, bright light, inside or out. With the same roll of 1 film, I can shoot under almost any conditions.
35mm 1 film, the simple choice from Polaroid.
Ah, the thrill of safari.
Next stop is the polar bear.
Wait!
Just a magnificent night in the great Southwest San Antonio as we look down at Alamo Stadium. Joining us in San Antonio today is Airship Shamu, representing SeaWorld of Texas, Florida, Ohio, and California. The pilot tonight, Captain Alan Judd. And those pictures courtesy of George Shasma, our cameraman up there in Shamu. Gorgeous. Tony Rice is in at quarterback. 6'1", 200-pounder out of Notre Dame. He gives to Jimmy Bell. Bell with a big hole across the 30 to the 32-yard line. Knocked out by Anthony Cooney, a gain of 12. Now Tony Rice played for Saskatchewan in the Canadian Football League, finished 4th in the Heisman Trophy balloting. Football News College Player of the Year, won the Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award as the nation's top senior quarterback. 3-time cover guy on Sports Illustrated, right up there with Dan Marino.
And Tony is a great quarterback coming from the Canadian League because of his mobility. Might have to use his ability to run around and make some plays tonight. The unfortunate thing is here, he has a delay of game.
Number 4, offense.
Well, you know, I can't blame him. You know what happened? They're playing La Bamba, and somebody shot a gun. It's the San Antonio Rider down in the end zone, the cowboy, the mascot. He shot a gun, and it sounded like the end of a quarter or a timeout.
Well, he has to be more aware of the clock. When you're a quarterback, when you go to the line of scrimmage, you have to check the time on the clock at least 2 or 3 times when you're at the line of scrimmage to make sure you have enough time to run the play.
Rice, play action. Got good speed, throws across his body. This is Demetrius Davis, first down. Barcelona. That was a tough throw.
Oh, that was a good, excellent throw. Tony Rice showing his great mobility. Fakes a running play to the left side, does a nice bootleg, gets outside, pressure on the corner, throws back across his body for a nice completion.
Gain of 19. It'll be first down. Barcelona. Under 12 minutes to play, first half. Oh, Rice again throws, and he is decked from the backside. Let's go down to Mick. What do you have, Mick?
Tim, unfortunately, before the game, I was talking to Scott Ernie. I asked him if there's any chance of Rice going into the game. I'd heard that he may be, but not under these circumstances. I've just heard that Scott's been taken into the locker room for x-rays, and it looks like a separated shoulder. We're seeing a lot of it.
Boy, you're not kidding, Mick. You know, we talked about that prior to the game, but most of them have been to San Antonio quarterbacks. So now Scott Ernie goes out. He's the league leader. And Rice is in. Second down and 10. Drills this ball. Has it complete and has another first down. Tim Edgerton makes the catch. CFL's British Columbia Lions, Tim Edgerton. Gain of 12.
Take a look on the last play here. Tony Rice dropping back the pass. Fakes the play action. No one blocks. The outside linebacker, he gets drilled by 2 linebackers. Whirly Bird makes a nice throw.
Whirly Bird. First down. This is Bell. Tiptoes across the 40 to the 37-yard line.
Tony Rice has a strong arm. He's made 2 solid throws so far. Looks like he's pumped up, ready to go.
I'll tell you an interesting story about Tony Rice. When he was at Notre Dame, Lou Holtz told him to throw darts to improve his touch. And he did. Worked on it.
I'm not so sure that'll help him.
No, but it's anything to work on your head, to believe it helps. Second down and 8. There he is. This is Rice. Inside the 30 to the 27-yard line, and Tony Rice has another first down. Is the ball loose? If it is, the Riders have it. It's Tim Walton. Walton returns it to the 41, but Barcelona says the ball is down.
I don't believe they... Yes, it's a fumble.
The officials say it's not down. And the Riders are riding high in San Antonio.
That's very unfortunate for Tony Rice because he makes a nice run. Has presence in the pocket, nowhere to throw it, comes up the middle, takes his time, using his athletic ability, makes a couple linebackers miss. He's off balance, got his head down right here. And look, he gets stripped of the ball by Tim Walton.
Boy, Walton just
smart,
takes it right away from
play, gets up, almost makes a big return for a touchdown. That's alert play by Walton.
Just took it right away from him. Ball's down again. And Johnson gets it back.
He fumbled the snap once again. This is something that you have to count on as an offense. You can never have problems between the center and quarterback with the snap. It just stops your whole offense. Now he blows the snap here, and now he has second and 11. Draw play. Flag is down, but Blake is still on his feet. And
And he loses another yard. We'll wait to see what the flag is. Did you ever throw darts?
No.
Holding.
Not to improve.
Number 73, offense.
Not to improve my touch.
Your touch doesn't need it. Called on John Husby for holding.
Look at the strip once again here. Tony Rice, who doesn't cover up with two hands, is in a pile. Walt makes a nice alert play going for the ball. If you're a defensive coordinator, you like these kind of defensive players that when they tackle, they go for the ball if they see the opportunity to try to cause a turnover.
Hey, make sure we come off with it hard on these.
3rd and 13 for San Antonio. Johnson steps up in the pocket, throws outside to Blake. Blake is stripped. Ball's loose, and Barcelona has it. Tit for tat, just like that. Barcelona gets it back. Eric Lindstrom recovers the loose football.
Well, Ricky Blake makes a nice catch, trying to get a little extra yardage here. That's when he gets in a crowd here, he's switching the ball from his right hand to his left hand, which a good back will do sometimes, but you can't do it in a crowd. It causes a turnover if the defensive player gets his hand on the ball. Nice play by Getz.
Barcelona first down. This is Bell. And Bell's to the 47-yard line, which gets him back to the line of scrimmage.
Barcelona's having problems running the football tonight. Might have to do with the fact that Paul Palmer is not playing. Their offensive line is not dominating the line of scrimmage like they're used to.
It'll be 2nd down and 11. Hinnant and Davis, the two tight ends, go out of the ball game. 3 wide receivers now. 4 wide receivers for Barcelona on 2nd and 11. Rice throws high and complete. The darts didn't work.
No, not on this particular play. Tony Rice, who has plenty of time to throw the football, is patient, standing in the pocket. Ball is way over the head of Thomas Woods. I don't believe you could have jumped up and caught that one, Tim.
Manute Cole could have gotten that one. 3rd down and 11. Pressure coming. Rice gets out. But Carr will not get the first down. San Antonio defense is swarming. Greg Gilbert, the linebacker, got there first, and Kennedy Wilson was right behind him.
San Antonio's playing swarming defense. You see Tony Rice in the pocket, getting a lot of pressure. Nice alert play, though, to throw the ball down the field. That's where the in-the-grass rule comes into effect once again.
They don't have it in this league. Aguiar to punt to Elliott Searcy, number 80. It's a high tail wagger that hits at the 10, takes a high bounce, and Barcelona will down it inside the 5. Good coverage by Glenn Cobb. Nice punt by Aguiar. 46 yards. 7:10 remaining first half.
Before leaving home, 50% of all travelers get butterflies. 2 out of 3 leave someone they love behind. And nearly everyone thinks traveling is hard work. Nobody understands the trials and travails of travelers like Holiday Inn. And nobody gives them more comfort at a more comfortable price. Holiday Inn. Stay with someone you know who really knows you.
Remember me? I'm the kid that had a report due on space. Then I got the new Encyclopedia Britannica.
He had a report due on space, and then he got the new encyclopedia.
I think I made that abundantly clear.
Yes.
Anyhow, here it is. I mean, hey, everybody knows this is the greatest encyclopedia in the world. Help me get a B+.
Why not an A?
Too long. I found so much great information, I put it all in. Overkill. The next report I did was for my science class on the human body. Scored an A.
Good.
Look at this. I always wondered where my mandibula was.
For details on how you can own the new Encyclopedia Britannica,
Let's have that 800 number. Excellent.
just call this number and we'll send you this free booklet.
Tell them about the gift.
And just for previewing Britannica in your home, we'll give you this 3-volume desk reference set.
This is like having your own research library at home.
Yes. So if you would be interested in owning the new Encyclopedia Britannica...
Don't press. They see the phone number. If they want to, they'll call.
I guess you're right.
Trust me.
Sacramento running back Paul Frazier leads the surge against the New York, New Jersey Knights. World League football on USA, Monday at 8 Eastern.
Here's our hotel right there, boys.
Jason Garrett checks into the ball game now at quarterback. So Mike Johnson goes out, and Garrett, who has been out with that shoulder since game 1, comes back in. Hands off, safe play to Blake. First off. Boy, I thought Johnson was playing pretty well. Here's Mick.
Thanks very much, Tim. I'm here with Tony Rice. You've played in a lot of big games before. You looked excited on that first one when you got out there.
Well, I was excited. I just got the jitters out, but I'm ready to go now.
Heard the coach say make sure you follow through and get that ball down a little bit.
Oh, yeah, get it down, just follow through and make things go smooth for you and for the receiver also.
We'll have a great game. Thanks very much. Up to you guys.
Johnson leads the game 5 for 6, 98 yards. So I can't understand why they took him out. He also had the touchdown pass. Garrett again, hands off right side. Big hole. And Blake will be out close to another first down, be about 1.5 yards shy. Eric Lindstrom and Ron Getz make the tackle there.
Well, that has to hurt Mike Johnson's confidence. He's led the team to 2 victories. He's having a good first half, and Coach Riley takes him out of the game for Jason Garrett. I know he wants to get some work with Jason Garrett in there, but Mike Johnson's doing a great job so far. They really shouldn't have taken him out of the game.
What does that do to a young guy? Hurt his confidence?
Well, it might hurt his confidence a little bit, but if he's a good player, he'll come back when he gets his opportunity and do a good job.
3rd and inches. Blake breaks the tackle and gets the first down. Boy, he was hit behind the line of scrimmage and used sheer power to break loose.
Ricky Blake is a strong back. If you take a look at him, he's kind of a short guy that's very powerful, and he breaks a tackle and runs to his left and makes a big gain. See, it's 3rd and 1 right here. He comes up the middle. Ron Getz misses the tackle. Blake breaks outside, going for a big gain. Strong back.
Garrett's first pass. First down, short to Blake, complete. Gets 2.
Well, Jason Garrett with a nice safe throw. Barcelona likes to play a lot of zone coverage. So you're going to see the backs of San Antonio catching a lot of passes underneath the zone tonight.
A look at Mike Johnson. He doesn't look happy.
Well, I wouldn't be happy either, Tim, after leading this team to 2 victories and then not being in the game tonight.
2nd down and 8. Riders. 3-step drop. Garrett fires to the outside, has the completion. Be about 2 yards shy of the first. John Garrett. So it's Garrett to Garrett. Jason Garrett had an outstanding collegiate career at Princeton after transferring from Columbia. Set NCAA Division I AA records. 171 consecutive passes without an interception.
That was Lee Morris, Tim, on the reception on the little hitch play to the left-hand side.
3rd down and 3. Again, Blake blasts straight ahead. He'll be close.
And they power for the first. It looks like they get the first down. Ricky Blake is a powerful back. It's just a straight running play. They show a lot of confidence in their offensive line and Ricky Blake when they run the ball on 3rd down, especially when it's 3rd or 3, 4, or 5, and they've done it twice tonight.
3:41 remaining in the first half. 7-0 Riders. With the ball, Garrett fires, has the completion. And Lee Morris has another first down.
Jason Garrett makes a nice throw. You see the stats there of Lee Morris. 8 receptions this year, but Jason Garrett steps up in the pocket. Nice throw under pressure. For his first time back in 3 weeks, he's taken his team on a nice little drive here. Has a lot of patience as a quarterback, you can tell.
He's 3 for 3.
can tell that he's a leader and the team has a lot of confidence in him.
Blake picks up 3. Eric Blake is turning out to be quite a running back. Leads the league, the World League leader. Came into this game 345 yards. Interesting story. Played only 2 years of junior college. Went to Alabama A&M, but never played it down there. Went to Canada and played for Mike Riley. 2nd down and 6. Backside pressure. Throws quickly. Has Pickens. Pickens breaks loose. Look out. To the 27-yard line. Alex Morris makes a touchdown-saving tackle, but it's a gain of 25.
Dwight Pickens makes a great run. Jason Garrett with a quick little screen pass to his right to Pickens. Pickens cuts back inside, picks up his block, makes a nice cut back inside, almost breaks it for a touchdown. I like his quickness on that play.
Boy, well-designed play. Outstanding execution.
2-minute warning. Jason Garrett showing a lot of confidence and patience, throwing the ball underneath, controlling his offense.
2-minute warning. We'll be back in San Antonio.
Could take a taxi.
No, don't worry, Dad. I'll drive you.
Total safety? I suppose we could all stay home or ride around in M1 tanks. But we're working on practical solutions.
Honey, we're never going to make it.
Dad, we'll make it.
Anti-lock brakes. Standard equipment on more and more of our cars. Rain or snow, you can come to a nice clean stop.
You build someone a safer car, you get yourself a good night's sleep.
Well, we made it.
Do it all the time.
In making an artistic statement, one's personal aroma shouldn't do the talking. So I use Right Guard Sports Stick with maximum protection. A true artiste should be known for inspiration, not perspiration. Right Guard Sports Stick. Anything less would be uncivilized.
Ace is like a neighbor who can do everything.
Well, almost everything.
All you gotta do
is ask Ace.
Yeah.
Ames Comfort Plus shovels and bow rakes with padded handles are $7.99 each. 32-ounce Armor All protectant, just $5.88.
Hey, Ace is the place for me.
Right, neighbor.
Today's greatest golfers test their mettle as they compete in the Kmart Greater Greensboro Open on USA. Thursday and Friday at 4.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm down here with Mike Johnson, the quarterback. He's just been pulled out of the game. There seemed to be a problem with the quarterback exchange.
Well, the first one, I never even touched it. The second one was short. That's all I can say.
I know you're disappointed.
Well, no, I can't help but be disappointed.
Back upstairs to you guys.
All right, Mick, 2 minutes remain in the half. 1st down and 10. Garrett fires to the outside, has another completion. This is Ronnie Williams. And Williams is down to the 23-yard line. And how about Garrett? Jason Garrett comes in. This drive started on the San Antonio 4. Garrett's now 5 for 5. 48 yards.
He's shown great patience, throwing the ball underneath the coverage. Barcelona likes to play zone coverage. It's important if you're a quarterback to have patience when a team plays a lot of zone.
Blake on 2nd down and 7. Absolutely nothing.
San Antonio takes a timeout.
Well, look at Mike Riley. His team leads, and they're threatening again with 1:16 remaining in the half.
This shows where we were throughout the whole thing. You know, looking at that now, I realize how close it was. And this is what's left of our garage. We didn't have much left in there at all. And this is what's left of our camping trailer that ended up in our neighbor's tree. They were here right away to help us out, and that's all true.
Look around.
It's only been a few days, and they're already here rebuilding our house.
I'll say, still, even though it's been 3.5 weeks later, they're still calling to find out how we're doing.
This is where it happened. The breakthrough in urethane chemistry that created a car polish so technologically advanced, one application lasts an entire year. Introducing Finish 2001, the car polish you use only once every 12 months. This old car's been badly neglected. Its finish appears destroyed. With no rubbing, no buffing, Finish 2001 with its urethane formula safely brings back the showroom shine, a rich, deep gloss shine that lasts an entire year. We tested Finish 2001 against other leading polishes, even some that claim to protect your car against fire or against acid. And the test results? Nothing, but nothing protects or shines better than Finish 2001, the 12-month car polish with a 100% money-back guarantee.
Finish 2001 is available at these fine stores.
Coming up at halftime, Reebok halftime report. Diana Nyad has a nice feature called Dreamin' in Dallas. Team Dallas, of course, are the reserves. It's a reserve team in Dallas. They almost recycle players. You have an injury, you go there, you wait, you get healthy, and you come back into the league. Or you may just go there and wait for your chance like Mike Johnson did. Here's Jason again, throws out into the corner to Ronnie Williams and has another completion. So Jason Garrett continues to be perfect, and the drive continues to move on. Garrett 6 for 6, 56 yards. First down, San Antonio. Under a minute to go, first half. They lead by 7. Under Johnson. Oh, nice containment outside by Alex Morris.
Spread right. 531. Right.
Second down and 8. Garrett flushed out of the pocket, rolls right, has a man, can't get it to him. He's knocked out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. Runs into the chain gang.
Smart play by Jason Garrett, not trying to throw the ball into the end zone if all of his receivers are covered, to take a chance of an interception. Gets a little bit of pressure right here from Bruce Clark coming up the middle. He rolls to his right, does not have a receiver. Smart play to get down, get out of bounds, stop the clock, and gets drilled into the sideline.
By Mike Ruth and Eric Lindstrom.
San Antonio takes a timeout with 21 seconds left before half. On the last two plays, they've really wasted a lot of time calling the play at line of scrimmage.
Well, it's third down and 5. 21 seconds remain in the half. Jason Garrett wants him to put more time back on the clock.
Well, he's brought his team on a great drive here. He's shown a lot of patience, making some excellent throws. They started on their own 5-yard line. He's completed 6 passes in a row. He's leading this team.
Now you see the timeout situation. Riders have none. They're faced with third and 5. 21 seconds remain, first half. Now Barcelona has not trailed at the half this year.
Well, I think the fact that Paul Palmer is not playing now, and also Scott Ernie's going to be out of the game, they're going to have their work cut out for them to win this game tonight. San Antonio is playing like a team that really wants to win this ball game, and they've controlled the first half so far. With 21 seconds left before half and no timeouts, Jason Garrett is going to have to call 2 plays in the huddle just in case they get the first down, to run another play, stop the clock, or try to throw it into the end zone. If they don't get the first down and it's a running play and the play is not stopped, they're going to have to run their kicking team on the field to try to get a field goal within 21 seconds.
Here we go, third down and 5. 21 seconds remain, as Danny said, inside the 10. The timeout that was charged to San Antonio was canceled.
So they're giving them back another timeout.
I don't know why that is.
Well, I don't either, but that's very fortunate for Jason Garrett.
He did get a clarification.
He has another timeout to work with. Looks like a blitz.
Garrett, three-step drop, throws almost picked off. Oh my, Eric Lindstrom had his hands on it, and the field was wide open in front of him.
Sometimes the linebacker gets surprised when Jason Garrett throws the ball right into Eric Lindstrom's hands, and if he catches this ball, he goes 90 yards for a touchdown. Jason Garrett hits him right in his hands, and he drops it.
Gallery missed a 37-yarder earlier. This is 26. Nick Luckhurst, you'd be proud of him. He drilled it. The lead is extended.
.236 on one. Ready?
The World League of American Football is orchestrated by the beat of an international rhythm.
Offense wird sehr viel gesprochen im Augenblick in der World League.
We don't return it for a touchdown. We put the offensive on, you huddle up, and we're going ninja to the wide field. Ninja to the wide field. All right. Ninja to the wide field.
Here's Bell with a Statue of Liberty handoff to Mitchell. Mitchell fumbles. Now Mitchell's going to throw a pass. He's got a man wide open. He got it 10-5 touchdown.
The World League of American Football. It's out of this world.
Gallery kicks off, squibs it, and it's picked up by Demetrius Davis, who's still on his feet. Look at Demetrius go. And finally loses the ball out of bounds with 2 seconds left. Hey, Mick, did you get a clarification on the timeout?
Yeah, I've just talked to the field judge. He said that inadvertently the 35-second chap started it. When he did that, Jason looked up and saw it was going, knew it wasn't meant to be going. He called a timeout because of the clock running, and for that reason they gave him back his timeout.
Very nicely done, chap.
Chap.
Mate. I love the way he talks.
Well, there's 2 seconds left before half. I imagine Barcelona might just try to throw the ball down the field and see if they can come up with a big play. San Antonio has really dominated the first half, and they're only up by 10 points. I was really impressed with that last drive. Jason Garrett coming in, the way he handled the team. He shows that the team really needs him in there, and he is a team leader.
Last play of the first half, and Barcelona will trail for the first time this year at halftime. San Antonio going after its third straight win. They lead at the half. 10-0. Jason Garrett, so far the hero. We'll be back.
The World League on USA is brought to you by Coca-Cola, the official soft drink of the World League.
Most guys would tell you they don't really think about their hair. Right. Personally, I think most guys want their hair to look good as long as it's not a hassle. That's where Pert Plus comes in. It's a unique shampoo and conditioner in one. So, you get clean, more manageable hair than with plain shampoo, but without any extra work. That's Pert Plus. Hey, I admit it, I think about my hair. But it's not all I think about.
Wash and go.
with Pert Plus. Also in dandruff control.
The time has finally come for the cordless power roller from Wagner. Now you control the flow of paint. So the Wagner power roller can cut jobs in half. Smoothly and evenly, it can cover areas twice as fast. And cleanup is a snap. So you can finish one job and do another. Get your hands on a real value, because the value of Wagner keeps on rolling.
Are you going bald? So was I until I had a hair transplant. At Long Island Medical Associates, we've given thousands of men and women back their own living, growing hair. We have developed blend grafting to give a natural-looking hairline and baldness reduction to immediately shrink or eliminate the bald area of the crown. Let us show you how Long Island Medical Associates can eliminate your hair loss problem.
Call 1-800-US4-HAIR for a free consultation with a physician and receive an informative brochure.
Cablevision, the values in the viewing.
The Reebok Halftime Report, brought to you by the greatest sports performance shoe in the world, the Reebok Pump. Pump up, and they're out. Reporting from New York, here's Diana Nyand.
Hi there, everybody. Welcome to our halftime report here on USA. There's one team in the league so far that's undefeated, and they're going to remain undefeated for the rest of the season. That's because they're never going to play a game. We're talking about Team Dallas. They're the reserve players, sort of the World League's version of the National Guard. And they're in the unusual position of hoping week by week that some of the regular players get cut or even injured. Well, they do practice together down in Dallas 4 days a week, but mainly they wait by the phone for that call to action.
Be able to show our ability and try to make it on a team and play.
Right there, do it, do it, do it!
But we hoping to get picked up soon and go to one of the teams. So we just down there practicing, trying to get a little better. My body still feels good, and I'm still young, so I might as well play a game you enjoy. You know, as long as possible. It's a young man's game, so stick with it.
We'll find it. Team Dallas, where young men keep their dreams of playing professional football alive. They got hurt or cut by teams in the World League. There's a letdown, but there's still a chance to play. Chet Franklin and his coaching staff are keeping the players ready.
They jokingly say don't fall in love with Dallas. They want to get out of Dallas. Yet they all have a good attitude, and I think that they put it in the perspective that they're being paid, while it's not a great amount, they're being paid to work out and improve.
17 counter on two.
Each player gets $500 a week, opposed to the $2,000 in a regular team, but money isn't the point.
Football is more of a dream. I mean, ever since I was a little kid, I wanted to play professional football. You know, I don't want to look 10 years down the road and say, you know, why didn't I try it? Well, I could have made it. You know, I'm just going to give my best chance, you know, let the chips fall where they may.
Waiting is the toughest part of being on Team Dallas. Will the phone ring? Will some other team want them? It's not always easy watching the football games on television.
It's hard to enjoy it because we're stuck here.
I mean, I wish I was in some of those guys' shoes or whatever, you know. Just gotta, it's like a waiting game. You just gotta wait and see what happens.
Something's gonna happen.
Something's gonna happen.
I know it will.
We know that, though. We people are radio.
Keep the faith, John.
Dad, this is Tony. I got picked up by Orlando today at 6:30, and I've been leaving at about half hour for Orlando, so I'll call you tomorrow and tell you where I'm staying at.
Bad thing is we're both named Tony, and I answered the phone, and they said, "Is Tony there?" And I knew it was the coach, and sure enough, it had to be the wrong Tony. So that's the heartbreak in it.
Heartbreak and hope are what keep Team Dallas close day in and day out. Players encourage each other to become stronger. In addition to practice, they work out at a nearby gym. They live together and go out for meals together. And while they wait, special friendships have formed, And every once in a while, someone makes it out of Dallas.
I'm a good ball player. I know I am. I really am. I really am. I really am.
You gotta be strong each and every day. There's something on my mind I just gotta say. The devil try to make you lose your hope. You want you smoke? Snort? All that dope. That's one. And numbers of one. Don't put your head down. Look to the stars. You better stop and listen to what I'm saying. With all this happening, you better start praying.
Timothy Crawford wasn't too unhappy down in Dallas. He left for Orlando on Monday. As a matter of fact, just this past week, 12 players were called up to join teams in the World League. 31 players since the season began have gotten that same call. So I guess you could say Team Dallas, for a few, is making dreams come true. We're going to go back to Tim Brandt and Dan Marino in San Antonio in just a few minutes after these messages. You're watching the World League on USA.
When you're 5'8" and 140 pounds, you don't play a power game. You use your head, your ground strokes, and my secret weapon, speed. That's why I picked the pump from Reebok. When I'm pumped up, I get support, protection, and a custom fit. So if you want to beat those rock and roll tennis guys, pump up and air out.
Switch to the greatest sports performance shoe in the world, the Reebok Pump. Pump up and air out.
With every step, your child gets closer and closer to the problem of drug and alcohol abuse. Don't let it happen. Find out about Drug Abuse Resistance Education, or DARE America. It's an in-school program where community police officers teach kids how to say no to drugs the first time and every time. Support DARE America before your child gets too close to the edge. KFC is proud to be a national sponsor of DARE America.
The Fiesta celebration continues. The Riders lead the Dragons 10-0. Now, this being the midway point in the season, we want to keep you up to date. 2 games earlier today. Let's go to New York. Here's Diana Naya. Diana?
Well, thanks, Tim. The undefeated Monarchs lit it up at Wembley today, literally, and 35,000 fans there loved it. Already leading 10-0 in the second quarter, London's Stan Gelbaugh hooks up with John Horton on a 41-yard touchdown strike. Horton caught 3 TD passes on the day. On the kickoff to open the second half, Dana Brinson, speedster out of Nebraska, goes 93 yards through the smoky aftermath of the halftime fireworks. London goes on to crush Montreal 45-7, raising their record to 5-0. And in Frankfurt, the Raleigh-Durham Skyhawks were finally steaming after their 0-4 start. In the third quarter, the Skyhawks pull the fake field goal. Bobby McAllister goes left, hits a wide-open John Birch to tie it at 14. And backup QB Joe Pizzo hits Marvin Hargrove for the TD. Frankfurt trailing 28-23. 23 seconds left. Perez somehow finds Cedric Gordon for the miracle TD, to the disbelief of coach Roman Gabriel.
Back here in San Antonio, Barcelona is losing the game. They've already lost their quarterback, Scott Ernie. And right now, let's take you downstairs. Here's Mick Luckhurst. Mick?
Thank you, Tim. I'm down here with Scott. The locker room's just emptied out. Scott, tell us what the doctors told you and what the diagnosis is.
Right now I have a slight AC sprain, and hopefully I'll be out maybe a week, 2 weeks at the most, and hopefully we can pick things up in the second half and end up winning this game.
I know your wife isn't happy to hear that you're injured, but she's glad to see you smiling just a little bit. Tell me, now with Tony in at quarterback, how does that change what you're going to do in the second half as a team?
I really don't think it's going to change that much. I think, we come into each game with the game plan, and Tony or myself, whoever's in there, is going to execute the game plan to the best of their ability, and I think Tony will do a great job in the second half.
Well, I know you were chomping at the bit to try and get back out there, but I know you'll be back soon. By the way, guys, up there, Coach Bicknell was saying 10 points ain't nothing. Let's go out and get them. Back up to you.
All right, Mick, and I think he's right. 10 points, not much. Ernie leaves the game 4 for 9 before he went out. Rice comes in. He goes 3 for 5. Can you tell us about an AC sprain?
Yeah, I've had that before, and he's very lucky. I think he's fortunate for him that it's not separated. And only with a sprain you can come back in a couple weeks, and I think he'll be back and help Barcelona Dragons in the future.
Speaking of coming back, Jason Garrett came in the game. A little bit surprising to us because Johnson, who started the game, hit a touchdown strike to Pickens that was just gorgeous.
You see Mike Johnson right here. There's a blitz coming out of the right side of your screen, and he makes a good throw under pressure to Pickens. Big play for a touchdown. Under a blitz situation, Mike Johnson makes a good throw. It's surprising that they took him out of the game.
Couple of bad exchanges between the center and Johnson at quarterback. They made the change, and what happened is Jason Garrett comes back from one of those shoulder injuries that he injured the first game, comes back, sees his first action here tonight, and he goes 6 for 7, takes them down 56 yards, and right now San Antonio leads Barcelona. The score is 10-0 at halftime, the first time this year Barcelona has trailed.
You don't have to worry when rain keeps pouring down, 'cause your home can take it whatever comes around.
Introducing Olympic Water Guard, the water sealant that protects brick, concrete, and wood by repelling water and blocking out the sun.
It's no wonder we'll stop the rain.
Olympic stops the rain.
Are you going bald? So was I until I had a hair transplant. At Long Island Medical Associates, we've given thousands of men and women back their own living, growing hair. We have developed blend grafting to give a natural-looking hairline and baldness reduction to immediately shrink or eliminate the bald area of the crown. Let us show you how Long Island Medical Associates can eliminate your hair loss problem.
Call 1-800-US4-HAIR for a free consultation with a physician and receive an informative brochure.
Hi, Mr. Tips here with another extra help tip. An internship can be a valuable tool to prepare you for college and eventually for a job. Internships allow you to earn school credit while working at a job that you might be interested in, and they look great on your college application. Another valuable tool is Extra Help, your homework hotline, weekdays at 5 on Channel 25. Keep booking!
The World League on USA is brought to you by the Coca-Cola Company and your local Coca-Cola bottler. By Olympic, the stain products that protect your home from damage rain can do. Olympic stops the rain. And by the revolutionary Gillette Sensor Shaving System for the best shave a man can get.
As we begin the second half, it's 10-0 San Antonio, and the home folks are partying. Ernie, as we mentioned, leads the game 4 for 9. Rice came in with 3 for 5. Bell, 10 carries, 27 yards. Not much offense for Barcelona, but the Dragons will have the ball first to start the second half. A look at Jim Gallery, who's kicking off to Tim Edgerton and Thomas Woods. Edgerton at the 7. Nice cut to the 30. He's got a blocker at the 40. Edgerton taken down by Jim Gallery, the kicker. Let's go downstairs. Here's Mick.
Okay. Coach, I know you're not happy with that return right there. It's a tough question to ask, but you made a big change early on, changing the quarterbacks. Why?
Well, it just felt like it was time to get Jason in there. We had been a little bit disruptive on offense and wanted to give the other guy a chance to take a look at it and put Jason in the game.
I know you liked him yesterday and you're glad to get him back from injury. First half, your thoughts?
Well, glad to have him back is right. But we also feel very good about what Mike Johnson's done for this team. We're trying to get 2 guys that can play.
All right, well, congratulations on the 10-0 win, and hope it continues that way.
Well, it's not a win yet, Mick, but we're going to try to make it that pretty soon.
All right, back up to you guys.
He'd like to put it in the ledger right now. There was a face mask call on the kicker, Gallery, so they moved the ball out across to the 44 after that face mask, and that's where Barcelona has it. This is Rice. Better unload it. Does. Has the completion to the 37-yard line to Demetrius Davis.
Nice athletic play by Tony Rice. He slips once, avoids 2 tacklers, and has the presence to make a nice throw to Demetrius Davis for an 8-yard gain on first down.
Barcelona takes out Lydell Carr. They bring in Mike Hennon, another tight end. It's 2nd down and 2.
Go back to the double tight end offense with 1 back.
Straight ahead goes Jimmy Bell. I don't know if he got it. Tackle made by John Fletcher.
They haven't been as successful with the double tight end offense tonight. They've been relying on that in the past few games, and it's been working for them.
San Antonio with rushing yards 66, but look at the passing yards. 134 to just 79 for Barcelona. They need one. Straight ahead, they've got it. Jimmy Bell slides across the line of scrimmage, lunges forward, and has the first.
Nice solid run by Jimmy Bell. He puts his head down, gets enough for the first down. That's what you like in the back. The guy that knows what he has to do to get a first down.
Tim Brandt, Dan Marino, Mick Luckhurst with you at Alamo Stadium in San Antonio. 13:09 remaining third quarter. It's 10-0 Riders. Barcelona now driving. First down, play action. And Tony Rice very wisely unloads it. He had some company back there quickly.
Not a bad play. Tony Rice makes an alert play of throwing the ball away. They played man coverage straight across the board, blitz the outside linebackers. See Tony Rice on the play action here, steps up inside and gets hammered a little bit, but shows enough presence to throw it out. Terrence Cooks on the hit right there gave pressure to Tony Rice.
Tony's got a hole in his pants. Second down and 10.
What?
That was intended for Tim Edgerton, incomplete.
San Antonio played zone on 2nd and 10 right there. Tony Rice trying to throw a little hitch pattern to the outside. Has to make that throw. It's just a simple little throw, 3-step drop, especially when it's 2nd and 10, to give Egerton a chance to catch it, move around, make a move, try to get some more yardage for a first down.
3 punts, missed field goal, end of the half. It has not been a productive night offensively. Rice again has company, throws, has the completion, and it's picked up by Woods. Woods inside the 5. The Riders say he didn't have it long enough. They give him the catch, the fumble, and Woods inside the 5.
Gene Taylor finds an open area in the zone coverage. Tony Rice makes a nice throw on the line. You have to take a look at this right here. Tony Rice moving up inside. Good strong arm, solid throw. Gene Taylor makes the catch, then fumbles the ball. Thomas Woods alert, almost takes it into the end zone. That's a good call. Gain of 27 yards down to the 3-yard line.
Power blast straight ahead.
Touchdown.
Carr, touchdown.
Fumble.
And it is a touchdown for Barcelona. How about Carr, his 5th touchdown of the year? He came into this game 7 carries, 8 yards, 4 touchdowns, and he just got his 5th.
Lydell Carr is the specialist for Barcelona when they get inside the 5-yard line. They like to give him the ball where he's a tough runner inside. See, it's just a straight dive play, moving the pile, everybody moving the pile, getting into the end zone. You see the ball get stripped here. You get an offensive lineman recovering, but it is a touchdown.
Massimo Manca with the extra point. And Barcelona is now down by only 3. 11:20 remaining third quarter. It's 10-7 San Antonio.
From Gillette comes Sensor, the only razor that can sense and adjust to the individual needs of your face. Sensor blades are mounted on responsive springs to continuously sense and individually adjust to your face. The closest, safest, most comfortable Gillette Sensor, together with the richness of foamy shave cream for the best shave a man can get. Gillette, the best a man can get.
A company can learn a lot in 125 years. Valvoline has. You learn in the lab, you learn on the road, you learn on the racetrack. As you learn, you make your product better, and better, and better. Today's Valvoline will keep your engine cleaner than ever before, and cleaner means more protection against engine wear. 125 years of quality. That's why people who know use Valvoline.
When you're reaching for the refreshing, one-of-a-kind taste that's out of this world. You can't beat the real thing.
Barcelona 4-0 has just closed the gap on San Antonio. The Riders going for their third straight win. 11:20 remaining in the third quarter. It's 10-7. San Antonio. Luis Aguilar to kick off. And deep for the Riders. Johnson, Graves, and Searcy. This is a knuckleball taken by Johnson. Johnson across the 20, across the 30, and stopped by Glenn Cobb after a 29-yard return.
Well, here's a formation that you don't see much in pro football right now. A full house backfield. We see all three backs. This back right here is Mike Kennett, a tight end who's going to be a lead blocker for Lydell Carr, a big guy, excellent blocker. Let's take a look at the touchdown. They get the big push on the right side of the line. Lydell Carr just follows his big guys right into the end zone for a touchdown. Nice power football.
I like his style, Dan. Not many yards, but he gets the touchdowns. Put that in his contract negotiations. First down and 10. Riders. Blake bangs his way out for a couple. Temper's starting to heat up a little bit. San Antonio going for 3 in a row after losing to Orlando, and Frankfurt beat Sacramento, and Monday night beat Raleigh-Durham 31-15, dominated the line of scrimmage.
Well, they've had problems, but they've been in every ball game. Coach Mike Riley said yesterday that they're very happy that they're 2-2 right now, and they feel strongly about their chances of winning the division.
Second down and 8. It's complete to Ronnie Williams. He doesn't have enough for the first. Quast and Naposki make the tackle. So it'll bring up third down. And about 5.
Jason Garrett back on track, completing another pass in the first half. He did not throw an incompletion.
Pretty good way to come back after an injury. That long rest, comes back, still has his rhythm. 5 defensive backs now for Barcelona.
Bruce Clark.
Big old Bruce Clark gets anxious and jumps across the line of scrimmage offside.
Number 75, defense.
As a quarterback, you want to change your inflection at the line of scrimmage to try to get a defensive lineman like Bruce Clark, who's very aggressive and trying to get a jump on the snap, to come across the neutral zone, and he does. Now it'll be third and maybe a yard.
Bruce Clark played for Toronto in the CFL, played for the Saints from 82 to 88, 1984 Pro Bowler, and played for the Chiefs in 89. Team with Matt Millen at college at Penn State. They need one. It'll be close. Blake tried to spin and lunge ahead. And he got it. First down, San Antonio.
Blake's a good solid back, and he knows how far he has to get for the first down, and he lunges and just gets enough.
Number 1 ground attack in the World League. They average 181 yards per game. First down, Garrett with pressure goes down at the 35-yard line. Tripped up first by Brent White, and Ron Getz did the cleanup.
It looked like Jason Garrett wanted to throw a hitch pass to his left-hand side with a 3-step drop. Brent White comes clean on the inside and gets around Jason Garrett's legs. Jason Garrett gets tripped up, does not have any time to throw.
It's a loss of 8. It'll be second down and 18. Andre Johnson, nothing. Barcelona starting to swarm. The Dragons are breathing fire.
Well, Barcelona's momentum has changed. They come out at halftime, fired up, ready to play. Big kickoff return, go down and score. Now their defense is fired up, playing good, solid, hard-nosed defense. Third and 20.
6 defensive backs for the Dragons. They need 17 for the first. Garrett with the big drop, flushed out of the pocket, and throws it incomplete. Being chased by Eric Lindstrom, number 50, who got a hand on him and disrupted the play and actually stopped it. Outstanding play by Eric Lindstrom. His dad rather, played for the Chiefs, and Chris, his brother, played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So Kent Sullivan now will punt, and Edgerton will be returning. He's the #1 punt returner in the World League. And he'll have a chance at a return? No. Fair catch it at the 35. A 31-yard punt. No return. 7:24 remaining, third quarter. It's still 10-7 San Antonio.
Why am I going to Opelika, Alabama?
It's Opelika.
Opelika. Why?
And Mr. McKenna asked you to?
This is a good reason.
25% of business travelers travel to small towns. But in even the tiniest towns, there's a place with fax machines, meeting rooms that works. Holiday Inn. And that makes doing business 100% easier.
Nice town, Opelika.
Holiday Inn. Stay with someone you know who really knows you.
Many questions are being asked about hair loss. Mine were answered by this booklet. It's free, and it's put together by the Hair Replacement Centers. And to help you get it, they'll even give you this 800 number. Now, with this free call, you can find out why their non-surgical individual strand application works. Looking natural is something I depend on. So for me, the Hair Replacement Centers is the natural choice.
Call Hair Replacement Centers now for your free informative booklet. 1-800-453-6600.
This is Nassau County Executive Tom Galata. Over 1,000 of Nassau County's sons and daughters have served or are serving in the Persian Gulf. It is because of these servicemen and women and all veterans that we can look upon the United States of America as the greatest country in the world. Join us on Sunday, April 28th at 1 p.m. when Nassau County will hold a special Welcome Home Parade and celebration at the Nassau County Veterans Memorial Coliseum. To our servicemen and women and their families, we thank you.
The Vice President's wife, the candidate for the White House, the network anchorwoman. One of them is Hitler's daughter. Tomorrow at 7.
A whale-sized addition to tonight's game and to the Fiesta celebration here in San Antonio is the airship Shamu, 194-foot-long blimp representing SeaWorld. Pilot tonight, Captain Alan Judd, and George Shapsma has given us the picture. SeaWorld. First down and 10, Barcelona. 7:24 remaining third period. They trail by 3. Scott Ernie, the quarterback, is out with an injury. This is Tony Rice. Steps up into the pocket, throws deep. And it's caught. Tim Edgerton inside the 10, and what a catch.
Great catch by Edgerton. Tony Rice, once again, moving around in the pocket a little bit. Kind of throws this up for grabs, but Edgerton, alert, comes back for the ball. Take a look. Tony Rice has a lot of time to throw. He's stepping up. Wants to go down the middle. Decides not to. Good throw on the run. Tim Edgerton, jump ball here. Makes a good catch.
Just blocked out Gary Richard, the cornerback.
He never really located the ball when you take a look here. But Edgerton jumps and makes a catch at its highest point. Good job.
A gain of 57. Straight ahead goes Bell down near the 5-yard line.
Tony Rice wants to throw the ball down the field, and he's starting to make things happen for this Barcelona team. The whole game is changing now with him making these big plays.
Second down and goal, Dragons. Rice on the play action.
He's going to run
the
for
corner.
He's in.
Touchdown, Barcelona. Rice was hit by Gary Richards and Terrence Cook at the goal line. He's a little bit shaken up. Richards says he didn't get in. The official says he did.
Tony Rice shows he has great speed and mobility on this naked bootleg play. Sees that he has room to run for it.
Number 66 have reported as eligible.
Makes a nice run getting in for the touchdown.
So Barry Voorhees comes in along with Rick Apolskis. And Apolskis, a 6'3", 278-pounder, has reported in as eligible. Massimo Manca to attempt the extra point. And it's good. So Barcelona has its first lead of the night.
Here's a touchdown play. Tony Rice on the naked bootleg. Has a lot of room to run using his athletic ability. Sees the end zone, gets over the plane of the end zone for a touchdown.
How about a better hand soap? Not us, we can't cope. We don't need no lava soap, no. Regular soap won't always work, but lava with pumice will. Interested? No, no, no. Lava, but don't try to cope without it, soap.
The time has come for the cordless power roller from Wagner. It's so quick and easy, it can cut painting time in half. So get your hands on a real value, because the value of Wagner keeps on rolling.
Isn't Sir John late for tea?
Yes. I rather think he is. Rather. Jolly good cup of tea, Perkins.
Now no one is safe from American football. KFC introduces the World League Challenge Sweepstakes. You could win $1 million instantly, or over 10 million other prizes, including delicious Kentucky Fried Chicken. So rush into your local KFC restaurant and play today.
Good luck, huge! Attention! Company! To the rest!
The people of Delta would like to recognize the sacrifice made by our armed forces and their families.
We do have a special military fare.
Now, with our welcome home fares, active military personnel and their eligible family dependents can travel to USA for 70% less.
Albuquerque, New Mexico? Is that your hometown?
That's right, ma'am. I'm going home.
Delta, we love to fly, and it shows.
He seduced and betrayed them. Now they're getting even. Jack Scalia, Catherine Oxenberg, Ring of Scorpio, Wednesday and Thursday at 9.
Luis Aguilar prepares to kick off as you look at Mick Luckhurst carrying on a little bit with Tony Rice, and we'll get down to him in just a minute. This will be Andre Johnson at the goal line. He's got a hold. Johnson's out across the 30 and taken down from behind at the 35-yard line by Thomas King. Fine return by Andre Johnson, 36 yards.
San Antonio has kind of lost their momentum. You need to get something going here offensively. Jason Garrett needs to take them on a little bit of a drive here. They've lost their momentum.
First down, Riders. Garrett, play action. Fires, has it complete to Ronnie Williams. First down, San Antonio. If they lost it, they're going to get it back in a hurry with plays like that. Gain of 14.
Jason Garrett on a play-action pass there. Very patient, waiting on his tight end to come across the middle, underneath the zone coverage. Nice little completion.
First down, this is Blake. Left side to the 40-yard line. And close to another first down. It'll be second down and 1. Ron Getz with the tackle there. There is a flag, however, and it's going to be holding against San Antonio, and that'll stop a drive in a hurry. John Husby, the left tackle, guilty.
Well, that hurts because that would have been their second positive play in a row. Nice run by Ricky Blake. He gets caught for holding. Now it's going to be 1st and 20, and that makes it awfully tough.
Boy, it does change the complexion, doesn't it? 2:40 remaining in the third quarter. 14-10, Barcelona. Blitz. First down, 20, complete to Williams. He gets some of it back. He's out to midfield. Mick, what do you have going?
I've got Tony Rice, and he says not quite Notre Dame, but it's getting pretty close. Talk us through that touchdown drive.
Oh, no, just saw Tim wide open one-on-one, and Tim had to come back for the ball, and the last drive, or the last player ran, I just luckily got in the end zone. I don't know how I got in, but somehow it just momentum is always coming my way, and I hope everything turned out for us at the end.
Cowboy Jack came running over to you, and he said something. What did he say in your ear?
Just get out of bounds and make sure you don't hurt yourself. So we got one other quarterback, and he's really not a quarterback. He's a punter on our team. He didn't want him to get in there, want me to stay in there.
All right, let's get back to the field. A lot of quarterbacks have been injured out there, guys. They don't want this one down.
All right, Mick, the Riders needed 11, and John Garrett got 12 with a little bit of nifty open field running. So it's first down, San Antonio.
That was a quick screen to John Garrett on the left-hand side. The lineman pulled and made some nice blocks downfield, and like you said, good running.
Let's go. Let's go.
This is Blake, cuts back in, but again, a flag flies. Mike Kiselak comes up pleading innocence, and he could be the guilty party.
Illegal block, number 71, offense.
That's Mike Kiselak out of the University of Maryland.
Illegal block could be a chop block, which an offensive lineman is not allowed to do. You see on the right side of your screen right here, coming down on the leg, you have Mike Ruth that's an illegal block. When the center is engaged with the nose tackle, another lineman, guard, cannot come in and block and do a chop block on the legs of a defensive lineman.
Well, that's the 5th penalty for San Antonio, and so it'll be 1st and 25. So they've got 2 first downs nullified. They'll try again. Out to midfield, Ronnie Williams. Got some of it back. Nice play by the strong safety, Glenn Cobb. All-American, all Big Ten at Illinois, loves to lift weights. 6 feet, 206 pounder. Number 27, Glenn Cobb. Second down, they need 23. Yeah, I guess the key is not to get anxious, just try to get it back a little at a time. This is to John Garrett, rather, incomplete.
Well, Tim, there's no doubt that you can't get greedy when it's 2nd and 27. Let's listen to Jason Garrett at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Mike Riley first. Better hook up, Mike. We're listening.
Back up, babe, before we get a call. Time out.
Mike's saying, I got to get this thing squared away here.
It's like there's a little communication problem.
Coach, I'm sorry, we got to take it down.
Well, the official's going to stop the game here for a minute.
I don't know. We got no fouls. We got no fouls.
I think I'm hearing it click in. Do you? It'll be 3rd down and 23. Well, they get their communication squared away. You know, if one coach doesn't use it.
Please set the game clock to 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Thank you.
Right now it's at 2 minutes, 3 seconds. They want to set it back to 2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. And if communications break down on one sideline, the point I was going to make is the other coach out of sportsmanship has to take his off.
It's only fair.
And so you see Jack McNell there now without his mic.
Barcelona has shown a lot of character with 2 of their star players out offensively, coming back as strongly as they have to go up 14-10 in the 3rd quarter.
Garrett needs 23. He tries to get it. He's close. It's complete to Billy Hess. Hess is close to a first down, and there's a flag down, and that could be against the defense. And now another flag comes into the melee. They pull big old John Vitale out of there, the center. Boy, if this is against Barcelona, they just left San Antonio off the hook.
I really like that 3rd and 27 call by Mike Riley for a couple reasons. He moves Jason Garrett out of the pocket, giving him more time to look around, time to look downfield and check out the coverage. If it was a zone coverage, obviously they would play with 3rd and 27. Makes a good throw. But I like the fact that he rolls him out of the pocket to give him extra time.
But Danny, the pass only went 19 yards. They wouldn't have had it without the penalty.
Incidental face mask against the defense is declined. Personal foul against the defense is accepted. First down.
Well, that's a big mistake by Barcelona, letting San Antonio off the hook with a 3rd and 27. You see right here, there's the incidental face mask by Alex Morris. I don't see the personal foul.
Well, that came later. John Vitale was in there.
San Antonio with a big break puts them in great field position on the 14-yard line.
This is Blake to the outside, inside the 10, the 5, Blake to the 2-yard line. And the side judge, Dwayne Gandy, was knocked on his buttocks.
Coming right at you right here. Ricky Blake making adjustment, coming outside, using his speed to get around the corner. Anthony Green tries to make a tackle there, pushing him out of bounds on the 3-yard line.
Gain of 12. First and goal. And Johnson won't get anything.
He gets stuffed inside
by Eric Lindstrom.
Pack them all in there in a short yardage formation. Makes it awfully tough to run inside on the defense, especially Barcelona's, because they have some quality people up front on their defensive line.
You see the time remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Another stoppage of play.
Right now, the clock is stopped with 22 seconds left in the 3rd period.
The sidelines of Barcelona, the coaches on the sideline are complaining about something.
Reminder from the official, Burl Sorgren, to both sidelines that they've got to take their headsets off, both sides.
That's why Barcelona's sideline was so upset.
One can't have an advantage. Johnson, ball's loose. Barcelona gets it back.
Bad break.
Makes the recovery.
Bad break.
And can you believe it? There's a flag.
False start before the play. There is no play. Number 71 offense. The quarter is over.
What a break for San Antonio, and look at Cowboy Jack. Jack McNell can't believe it.
He can't believe it is right. What a break for San Antonio. They run a toss sweep. Andre Johnson fumbles it, and they get a break. They get the ball back.
That's the end of the 3rd. 14-10. Barcelona, San Antonio threatening.
Real is what we do. Real things. Get the feel of the real. Coca-Cola classic, yeah. Make the real stand and get down. Every beat just like this now. Coca-Cola classic. Can't beat the real thing. It's time to get real. Get time to real. Coca-Cola classic. Oh, tonight refreshing just like this. Can't beat the real thing. Can't beat the real thing.
If you don't have AT&T 800 service, and trouble hits, who knows how long you could be out? Only AT&T automatically protects you through the 800 Assurance Policy. With AT&T, you would be guaranteed back in touch in 30 minutes or less. With anyone else? Who knows? But if you do have AT&T, your 800 service is guaranteed. That's not all. Since AT&T connects calls 25% faster and has the fewest block calls, more 800 calls get through, so you can make more sales. With all that, why choose any other 800 service? Better service, better results. Another AT&T advantage. Call now for free installation.
Both teams had gone, both teams had gone to the other side of the field at the end of the quarter. They came back, and now the official's saying because of the penalty, which was dropped before the clock had expired with 7 seconds left, that the third quarter has not ended, so they are back.
Which it'll end because they let the clock run out. To make it official, the third quarter is over, Tim.
Unbelievable. The players will get tired just going from one end to the other. It'll be second down and goal at the 8 for San Antonio. It's official. The third period has ended. We'll be back for the final 15 after this.
O can sometimes be agony. Or O can be hope. O is always forever. Without O, there would be cameras, but no Olympus. Pictures, but no memories. And there would be no Infinity Super Zoom 330 to grab so many of the O's that make life so good. Olympus. Never miss another O.
I am a car maker. Making cars friendlier to the environment is something I think about a lot.
One answer is more fuel-efficient cars.
We're also working on alternative fuels, like our Impact, designed to be the first really practical electric car with enough zip for the California freeways.
25 GM cars today put out the same amount of tailpipe emissions as one car from 1970. Now that's progress.
They say you can see the future in the palm of your hand. Behold, JVC's smallest camcorder ever, with all the right features, from full-range autofocus to low-light sensitivity to title graphics. Plus, it easily plays in your VHS VCR. So at a mere 26 ounces, the future really is in the palm of your hand. JVC, we just made recorded history again.
As we start the fourth quarter, Jason Garrett has shown no signs of rustiness. 12 for 15, passing 114 yards. It's second down and goal at the 8. San Antonio, they trail by 4. Ricky Blake blasts in close to the 5-yard line. Gain of 3, Brad Quest with a tackle.
San Antonio runs a counter trap play to the right-hand side. Barcelona does a nice job of stuffing it at the line of scrimmage. Third and goal.
4 wide receivers for San Antonio. Garrett throws underneath, incomplete. Boy, he pumped, reloaded, and threw in the direction of his brother, John Garrett.
Jason Garrett stood in there to try to make a play. Barcelona played straight man coverage across the board, challenged San Antonio receivers, did a good job in coverage, forcing them to kick a field goal.
So Jim Gallery comes on to attempt a 22-yarder to pull it within 1. John Garrett is the holder. It's up, and it's good. And with 13:58 remaining in the ball game, it's now 14-13 Barcelona as San Antonio pulls within one.
I'll be right back.
Here's a look at the Coors Silver Bullet passing statistics. The standings of the World League quarterbacks ranked statistically. And you see Scott Ernie of Barcelona is up top. But he got injured in this ball game in the first half. He's now out. Gelball second of London. They won today again. 5-0. Then comes Bell, Graham, and Elkins. Ernie came into this ball game with 98 straight passes without an interception.
And amazingly, we talked about it earlier, Barcelona is still in the game, playing a solid game with two of their stars, Paul Palmer and Scott Ernie, out for them tonight.
So that's the Coors Silver Bullet passing summary.
And Tony Rice, as we see on our screen, is doing an outstanding job in a backup role, bringing their team back to a one-point edge over San Antonio.
He's having some fun, huh? A look at Jim Gallery, who will be kicking off to Tim Edgerton, number 82, and Thomas Woods, 85. There's Edgerton. Boy, what a gorgeous night in San Antonio. About 73 degrees. Clear skies, nice breeze. It's fiesta time in the Southwest. Gallery with a long kick. This is Edgerton. Out to the 22-yard line. Stopped by Tim Walton and Kennedy Wilson. So bring on Tony Rice.
Six for 10, 129 yards. He's having a fine evening so far.
First down, Dragons. This is Jimmy Bell. Gets one. Stopped by David Bailey.
Barcelona continues to try to run that same straight blocking play to the left side, and San Antonio has been doing a great job of stopping that all night.
Tim Edgerton comes into the ball game for Barcelona along with Marcus Cherry. Mike Kennett, Demetrius Davis, the two tight ends go out. 4 wide receivers. Second down and 9. Dragons. San Antonio comes with a blitz. Rice breaks outside, and he's got the first down. No flags.
That's an interesting play. I wonder if that was a broken play and Tony Rice saw a seam up the middle and just took off. Made a nice running play.
I'm not sure he had a choice. Watch the blitz coming.
You see the blitz coming up the middle. Tony Rice recognizes it. I think it was going to be an option play to the left-hand side. He just cuts back and does it all on his own. Nice run for a first down.
Bell pushes the pile for 3 more.
Looks like Barcelona's going to try to control the line of scrimmage here in the 4th quarter. They're running it right at San Antonio. So far, they haven't been very successful.
You saw Jack Bicknell. The microphones are working again. It'll be second down and 8. Barcelona has scored only 26 points in the 4th period all year. They're trying to milk the clock here with 12 minutes remaining in the ball game. Blitz. No in the grasp. Rice gets it off. Incomplete pass. Wise play.
Dangerous throw by Tony Rice.
Not a wise play.
But he comes up where he gets the pressure blitz right up the middle, runs to the outside. It's a dangerous throw when you're throwing off balance like this, just down the field trying to throw it away. Fortunately, it was not intercepted.
I thought it was a smart play.
It was a smart play, but you have to know where you're going to throw.
Smart but dangerous. Third down and 8. Here they come again. There's nobody in the area. but there aren't any flags. San Antonio wanted intentional grounding. They don't get it. Ledbetter came on the blitz.
Right up the middle, pressure on Tony Rice. No time to throw the ball. He throws it away down the middle. He's getting beat up pretty good here. The last few times have been taking some shots. The receivers need to see that there's a blitz and break it off and give Tony Rice something to throw to.
Aguiar gets off a high punt. And Searcy takes it at the 21 and runs out of bounds with it. Searcy may have hurt himself. No, he's all right. 46-yard punt, no return. We've got 10:55 remaining, 14-13.
The Allstate Good Hands Play of the Week, brought to you by Allstate. For home, auto, life, and business insurance, you're in good hands with Allstate. Sacramento's Carl Parker fought off double coverage to pull in this 33-yard touchdown. And this week's Allstate Good Hands Play of the Week.
No one can guarantee you a perfect world. A world where the unexpected never intrudes. But some of us know we'll be taken care of quickly and compassionately. In an imperfect world, you're in good hands with Allstate, a member of the Sears Financial Network.
What's that cool going down? What's that chill rushing through you? What's that light that takes your breath away? That's the taste of real refreshment. That's the real love Diet Coke. That's the taste of real refreshment. Just for the taste of it, Diet Coke.
10 minutes, 55 seconds remain in the ball game here in San Antonio. Barcelona leads 14-13. Now, earlier today, the Skyhawks scored 2 touchdowns late, but came up short 30-28 to Frankfurt. And how about London? 45-7 over Montreal. That's 2 straight losses with the machine. But more importantly, London moves to 5-0, and now Barcelona trying to keep pace in the European division. The Dragons, 4-0, trying to add another one to the ledger. Graves comes into the ball game now for San Antonio. He's the lone setback. 4 wideouts on 1st down and 10. This is Graves to the 25-yard line, gain of 2. San Antonio dominated the first half, shut down Barcelona. Jason Garrett, 12 for 16, 114 yards. But Barcelona put 2 quick touchdown drives together in the 3rd quarter, engineered by Tony Rice. It's 14-13. Dragons. 2nd and 8. Garrett escapes 1.
He's open, goes deep.
And Williams is out of bounds. At the 42-yard line, they say it's incomplete. They can't believe it.
Jason Garrett makes a nice throw. Run into his left. Let's take a look. No, he's out of bounds.
Good call. Right foot's on the line, no question.
That puts San Antonio in a tough position. 3rd and 8.
Garrett across the middle, complete. This is Williams. 1st down, San Antonio.
Jason Garrett does a great job of picking up the blitz and noticing that no one covers Williams off the line of scrimmage. He stops, makes a solid throw, good enough for a 1st down. See right here, Jason Garrett notices the blitz, and no one covers Williams down the middle of the field. Alert play by Jason Garrett.
Williams now has 8 catches, 66 yards. This is Graves to the line of scrimmage.
Both teams came into the game tonight with great run offenses, and they haven't really done that good running the football, or done that well running the football tonight.
Second down and 10. Garrett with a little flick. This is Graves. First down and more. More yards and first down, San Antonio.
Jason Garrett is a very aware player. He's rolling half roll to his left here. Gets a little pressure. Nice sidearm throw. Good enough for a first down.
Garrett again to throw. Goes deep, has a man.
Great catch.
John Garrett. Touchdown, San Antonio. To Garrett for 43 yards and the touchdown. Jim Gallery to add the extra point. It's good.
John Garrett right here comes down. He catches man coverage and just beats his man clean. Nice catch, good concentration. He lays out. The problem is Alex Morris does not touch him down. He gets up and runs in for a touchdown. Alex Morris, big mistake. Jason Garrett extremely happy, throwing a touchdown to his brother John.
Fiesta celebration continues.
Got him. Got him. Need him? I got 6 upper running backs.
You want me to trade the Raiders linebackers? No problem.
Collect Pro Set football cards with your favorite stars in action and get a Pro Set World League card in every pack, plus a chance to win free official NFL memorabilia.
That first kid, you think you'll trade Warren Moon?
Only from Pro Set, America's #1 football card.
He's here.
Where's the bank report?
My client is waiting.
What's wrong?
Oh, no, the copier.
Stop. The Xerox copier next door.
When your copier is down, your business is down. That's why you need Xerox. Our copiers are so reliable, they're backed by the new Xerox Total Satisfaction Guarantee.
Now, if I can draw your attention to page 24.
Morning, Ted.
Hey, Larry.
Come across any good investments?
There's nothing special this morning. But Gail and I did sign up for something yesterday that makes good financial sense.
Oh, really? What's that?
It's Lilco's balanced billing program. You pay the same amount for electric service every month. It's a great way to manage your electric bill.
Sounds good.
I'll tell you, it's a smart move. You should check it out.
Call us today to find out more about Lilco's balanced billing program.
Sacramento running back Paul Frazier leads the surge against the New York, New Jersey Knights. World League football on USA, Monday at 8 Eastern.
Jim Gallery to kick off. They lead 20-14. And this is Edgerton. Edgerton trips at the 22-yard line. Let's go downstairs. Here's our guy, Mick.
Thanks, Tim. The Garrett name is very common in the World League, and these two are putting it together. Talk us through the play. First over to you, Jason.
I was first down. I tried to make a check at the line to a play-action boot and get out there. And Johnny, we had man cover with nobody deep hole. Johnny beat him, and he got up and scored it. Hell of a catch.
Now what happened?
Well, I know Billy Hess would yell at me if I didn't get up in the meetings on Monday, so I had to get up this time, and I got a little help from Lee getting the end zone.
Would your brother be proud of you guys?
I hope so. He's tearing it up, so, you know, we got to hold our own weight a little bit here.
Back on the field.
The Garrett crest is just bulging tonight. And the folks here love the lick that Gary Ritchie just put on number 83, Marcus Jerry.
Tim, San Antonio has been doing something interesting the last 2 possessions on defense. They only have 2 defensive linemen in the game, and they have all 5 linebackers that are on their roster in the game. I think they're doing this because Tony Rice is so mobile to have better athletes on the field that can run around and pursue and try to make plays on Tony Rice.
Second down and 10. San Antonio shows blitz and Barcelona jumps. Flags.
They're blitzing every play.
Ball start, number 77, offense, 5 yards.
That's Kurt Moe. This place is rocking. They're celebrating here in San Antonio. That's the 7th Barcelona penalty. So they move him back to the 18.
If you look at the line of scrimmage, it looks like there's 3 down linemen, but Roderick Manning, number 58, is actually a linebacker. He's getting down in the stand, and they're blitzing on every play, trying to put pressure on Tony Rice.
Straight ahead goes Jimmy Bell. Terrence Cook stops him. It'll bring up 3rd down and just about 12.
Well, with 6 minutes and 50 seconds left in the 4th quarter, this is a big 3rd down for Barcelona.
It's not time to panic yet, but you're right. This one's big.
No safety in the middle of the field. They're going to blitz again. Pressure.
Rice is sacked. Mark Ledbetter got him. Big number 94.
And the defense is pumped up.
So's this crowd.
Right here on the telestrator, take a look. There's no safety in the middle of the field. They're blitzing. They're playing man coverage. See Tony Rice drop back.
90-yard punt. Searcy to the 45. 55-yard punt. 16 return. We've got 6 minutes left. Good ball game.
When you're reaching for the refreshing, one-of-a-kind taste that's out of this world, you can't beat the real thing.
Great defense starts with your feet. And I have MVP feet. That's why I plan to pump from Reebok. When I'm pumped up, I get support, protection, and a custom fit that's unbeatable. I'm a hot dog. But when it comes to protection, this is no bull. Pump up and air out.
Switch to the greatest sports performance shoe in the world, the Reebok Pump. Pump up and air out.
Here's something for all you truck drivers to think about. There's an oil made special for trucks. An oil with the Shell brand. Oil that protects engines when they rev their highest and work their hardest. Think any oil will take care of your truck? Think again. Truck Guard from Shell.
The Vice President's wife, the candidate for the White House, the network anchorwoman. One of them is Hitler's daughter. Tomorrow at 7.
6 minutes remain in the ball game. It's 20-14, San Antonio. We've just had 2 players suspended from the ball game. So let's go down now and find out what's the story. Here's Mick Luckhurst. Mick?
Tim, it was Lindstrom for the Dragons that's been thrown out. That's a bigger setback for the Dragons than it is for the Riders. It's Nicholson who's gone out, and I didn't even know who he was, so I hope his mum's not watching.
Well, he got into a little Donnybrook. That's what he got into. Calvin Nicholson, number 25. He's the cornerback. 5'9", 183-pounder out of Oregon State, and his mom's not upset, Nick. Eric Lindstrom is the guy from Barcelona who leaves. Offsetting minors, the players are suspended for just the time being. They can't come back in the ball game. Cooling off period. Blake and Johnson, setbacks for San Antonio. This is Blake. Across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Gain of 2. Todd Howard makes the tackle.
Well, with 5 minutes and 40-some seconds left in the game, San Antonio might just try to run the ball and control the line of scrimmage and eat up some time off the clock. They have a 6-point lead. Get a few first downs running the football.
2nd down and 9. The Riders. Garrett goes again, almost picked off. Charles Pryor made a nice move on the ball and almost got it.
He did a great job of turning and locating the ball. See Jason Garrett dropping back right here. Pump fakes.
Hey, I want the punt return
To your sideline. Pryor turns, locating the ball, just gets his hand on it. Would have been a completion.
Charles Pryor out of Nebraska. 3rd down and 9 for San Antonio. 6 defensive backs for the Dragons. Little scoop pass inside. Ball's loose.
Incomplete pass. It was a shovel pass.
Safest play in the game. It is a forward pass intended for Andrew Johnson. You guys run that, don't you?
Every now and then, Tim. Every now and then. Not necessarily on 3rd and 10.
So Ken Sullivan, the punter, comes on, and he'll be punting deep to Thomas Woods. .444 remaining in the ball game.
Good punt.
Booms it. That ball's going all the way back to Commerce Street. 54-yard punt. Reminder to join us Monday night for more World League football. The Sacramento Surge battle the New York, New Jersey Knights. Our coverage begins 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 5 o'clock Pacific. Boomer Esiason will be there, as well as the USA helmet camera. Then next Saturday, when the Orlando Thunder rolls into New York to take on New York, New Jersey Knights, that's where we'll be. Or the Dragons of Barcelona battle the Surge in Sacramento. We'll be live at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. Check your local listings. Everybody moves but the center in the football.
I was having a problem with communications at the line of scrimmage. Tony Rice should just show some poise here. There's plenty of time on the clock. Tell his offensive team just to be patient. We have time to drive down and win this game. San Antonio once again has 5 linebackers in the game, and the 2 defensive linemen are Greg Ross, who's a nose tackle, and Dave Bailey, number 93. And they're moving around, trying to cause confusion for Barcelona.
1st and 15. Rice, look out. It's complete. This is Bell. Oh, what a play that is. Out to the 16-yard line. There is no in the grasp rule in the World League. So Rice very wisely with a shuffle pass to Jimmy Bell.
That's an alert play by Tony Rice. They're blitzing him on every down. He's rolling to his left. No time to throw. Nice athletic move. Throws the ball to Jimmy Bell. Jimmy Bell alertly was there for the reception, trying to gain some yardage and doesn't get much, but it's 2nd and 13.
4:25 remaining in the ball game. Barcelona needs a touchdown. It's 2nd down and 14. Tony Rice to the 18-yard line. Still not back to the original line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Greg Gilbert.
Well, San Antonio has 5 linebackers in the game, 2 defensive linemen. And they're moving and jumping around at the line of scrimmage, trying to cause confusion for the Barcelona offensive line. The other interesting thing is they do not have a safety in the middle of the field. They're challenging Barcelona's receivers at the line of scrimmage. Tony Rice could have an opportunity to hit a big play if he gets a guy open down the middle of the field.
3rd down. They need 11. They aren't going to get it.
More pressure up the middle.
The pressure came from Tim Walton.
Tim Walton coming inside on the line game. Does not get blocked. Puts a good stick on Tony Rice. Tony Rice is not getting a whole lot of time to sit back there and read a coverage. Block.
Safety. David Bailey with the block. Big number 93. They put 2 more on the scoreboard.
David Bailey working hard, coming inside, makes a nice athletic play, walks it out of the end zone. That was just determination because they didn't have the block on, and he shot a gap and saw that he had an opportunity to block the punt and just kept on going.
Bailey scored a touchdown Monday, recovering a fumble in the end zone. Now has this block tonight for the safety.
Big play.
David Bailey was a free agent with the Philadelphia Eagles, college All-American out of Oklahoma State. And boy, is he agile and quick for 6'4", 225 pounds. You see him blocked it halfway to downtown.
David, yesterday I met with you, we talked, you were laughing, but you said, I'm going to make a play and they're going to pay. Great play right now. Danny even said you're fleet of foot.
Oh, yeah, we needed a big play, you know. I haven't made a real big play this game, so I figured I had to come out this last series and just drive and make a big play to contribute to this game.
Arguably, you're beating the best team in the World League. What does that mean we can expect from you guys later on?
I mean, everybody watch us down the road because I believe we're going to World Bowl.
You're going to go to London, and have you been to London before?
I've been to London before with the Eagles, so I've been there before. I know it's over there. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait.
Now, you say you've been with the Eagles. Compare this to the World League.
Well, it's similar, different. You got a lot of good guys on every team. You know, it's just it's building blocks for a lot of people to get back in the NFL. I'm just looking forward to playing down here in a couple more games to get back in the NFL.
All right, well, we're going back upstairs.
Billy Hess returns it to the 40. Barcelona's not out of this yet. 3:25 remaining in the ball game. They trail by 8. And in this league, you can go for the 2-point conversion. 3:25 remaining.
Jason Garrett going to try to control the line of scrimmage here, telling his offense, let's come off the ball and get our running game going, eat up some time off the clock. So we don't give Barcelona an opportunity to get the ball back and have a chance to score.
First down, Blake. Straight ahead. Gets 4. Been a good ball game. Blake has 17 carries, 74 yards.
35 seconds.
Coach Mike Riley is telling Jason Garrett in his microphone to use all of the 35-second clock to run the clock down as much as possible before he runs a play.
Right now it's at 10. Second down and 6. Snap to the 2. Blake breaks outside midfield and into Barcelona territory. Knocked out by Anthony Green. Telling him not to go out of bounds, but I don't think he had a choice. Green knocked him out.
Wide right over, 34.
the reason he went out of bounds, he was running for the first down. I think in this case, it was more important for him to get the first down and worry about staying in bounds.
Clock now definitely a factor. 2:39. Blake again. Sidesteps the tackler, gets down to the 42. Mike Ruth with the stop.
This is power football. San Antonio's offensive line is just coming off the ball. Ricky Blake making some nice, powerful running up the middle. They just need to get a couple more first downs, and they'll be in good shape to win this ball game.
With the two-point conversion allowed in this World League, Barcelona still has a shot, but time is a factor as we come to the 2-minute warning. Barcelona somehow has to get the ball back. San Antonio leads 22-14.
A company can learn a lot in 125 years. As you learn, you make your product better and better. 125 years of quality. That's why people who know use Valvoline.
In making an artistic statement, one's personal aroma shouldn't do the talking. So I use Right Guard Sports Stick with maximum protection. A true artiste should be known for inspiration, not perspiration. Right Guard Sports Stick. Anything less would be uncivilized.
Here, Joe. Careful, Mom. You could break one. Real easily.
Hey, everybody. So what's the concern?
A whole meeting about springs and struts? Those details make a difference in a smooth ride.
Neptune looks a little wobbly up there.
The whole thing's wobbly.
Now, with these kind of meetings, we work better together. We build better cars. It's that simple. Everybody here is working together. Everybody has a responsibility for the final product. That's why our cars have gotten so good.
Isn't Sir John late for tea?
Yes. I rather think he is. Rather. Jolly good cup of tea, Perkins.
Now no one is safe from American football. KFC introduces the World League Challenge Sweepstakes. You could win $1 million instantly, or over 10 million other prizes, including delicious Kentucky Fried Chicken. So rush into your local KFC restaurant and play today. Good luck, dude!
Two minutes remaining in the ball game. It's 22-14, San Antonio. There is a two-point conversion allowed in this league. We repeat that because it's important. Barcelona needs to get the ball back. If they do, they have a chance to score and tie. And that man right there, Jack McNeil, knows it. It's second down and a long 5, call it 6.
Barcelona stops him here. You need to call timeout and stop the clock.
This is Blake. Right down.
Barcelona should call timeout.
They do. Stops the clock with 1:53 left. Bruce Clark will get credit with that tackle, but the bottom line is Ricky Blake tried to make a cut, and again we saw that old turf not holding up. The cleat slipped.
Well, that's been a problem all night, the footing.
Barcelona with 2 timeouts. San Antonio with 3. 1:53 remaining in the ball game. It'll be third down and long for San Antonio. Fatigue may be a factor for Barcelona. Look at this. Mostly on the plane from Spain. Hey, Barcelona, this is how they got to San Antonio. Flew to London. From London, they went to Atlanta. Atlanta to Dallas. Dallas to San Marcos, which is still a good hour away from here, and San Marcos to San Antonio by bus. 21 hours, 30 minutes, and almost 6,000 miles.
That's dedication.
That would get me a new travel agent. Fatigue may be a factor. I don't know. Third down and 6. Jason Garrett on the sprint. Backside pressure. Look out. He's got it. Eric Naposki with the sack. And it'll bring up 4th down. And Garrett's hurt again. Jason Garrett is holding that shoulder again.
Oh, no.
How frustrating is that? Barcelona takes its second timeout. 1 remaining. That's heartbreaking to see Jason Garrett go out. He just came back. He injured it in game 1. Came back in the second quarter of this game. He's 15 for 22, 189 yards, and a touchdown. He hit his first 6 passes. Maybe it was just a stinger. Hopefully he'll be all right.
He's done an outstanding job tonight. He came in and just turned the momentum of the Riders around, where they came back to win the ball game.
There's Mike Johnson, who started the game. More importantly, Kent Sullivan is on to punt. Thomas Woods is deep for Barcelona. And the Dragons still have time. Sullivan gets off a high punt. It's taken at the 15 and run out of bounds. At the 19 goes Woods. So with 1:39 left in the ball game, Barcelona has 1 timeout and 1 minute and 39 seconds to work.
Tim, that's plenty of time for Tony Rice to score a touchdown, put Barcelona in position to go into overtime.
Now, you're the curator of clocks. You're the master of the 2-minute warning. Describe the strategy. What do we look for?
Well, he needs to be patient, but what San Antonio has been doing is they've been blitzing on every play. There's no safety once again in the middle of the field. They're putting pressure on Tony Rice to try to make a throw. Once again, he's sacked.
And I mean, he's taken down hard by Terrence Cooks and Timmy Walton.
San Antonio, in the third quarter, decided that they're going to have 2 defensive linemen in the game and 5 linebackers and just blitz and put pressure on Tony Rice. And you see, unblocked comes Terrence Cooks to sack Tony Rice.
Loss of 5, 2nd and 15. Rice throws complete. And Taylor is out to the 34-yard line.
Let's go.
A gain of 22. What do you have, Mick?
Just talking to Jason Garrett. I said, are you okay? He didn't look okay. He said, I'm fine. I'll be able to go back in. I have to go back in. But I'll tell you guys, if he's fine, I'm not on 2 legs.
I've seen you kick. You've got good legs. First down and 10. Rice has to bail out. He's got speed. Rice to the 48-yard line, and 58 seconds remain.
Nice play by Tony Rice. It was the first time he had protection. He had time to stand in the pocket. Although his receivers were not open down the field, he had the presence to take off running.
A gain of 13.
He has time to throw, sees no one's open, pulls it down. It's a nice athletic run up the sidelines. Gets a gain of 13 yards, gets out of bounds, stops the clock.
Without slighting Jimmy Bell, Barcelona has missed Paul Palmer greatly tonight. He's injured. Rice goes deep. And it's incomplete in time intended for Thomas Woods.
San Antonio is playing straight man coverage with no safety in the middle of the field. Barcelona needs to run a crossing route or some kind of pick play to get a guy free over the middle so he can get a big play. Look at the telestrator right here. There's no safety in the middle of the field. The receivers are just running straight down the field. They need to run some crossing routes in here to get a big play.
2nd and 10. This is Taylor. And Taylor loses yardage. Ledbetter got in there and broke things up. Rice 8 for 17, 152 passing yards, 46 rushing. But there's a loss of 4 here, and it'll be 3rd and 14. 44 seconds remain.
Barcelona's going to play zone coverage.
Rice cuts back to the middle. He has the first and goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. 35 seconds remain.
Great play by Tony Rice. It looked like they were going to play zone. San Antonio blitzed and played man coverage. He dropped back into the pocket, middle of the pocket. You see Tony Rice notices a little gap on the left side of San Antonio's rush and cuts back inside for a big gain. Gets out of bounds with 35 seconds left on the clock.
He picks up 24, first down. Rice, backside pressure, sack. Again, it's Mark Ledbetter.
Jeff McHale, number 77, gets beat around the horn by Ledbetter here. Poor job of pass protection. Not giving Tony Rice an opportunity to throw the ball down the field. Big play by Ledbetter. Tim, that makes it awfully tough when a guy's coming from your blind side to do anything as a quarterback.
Barcelona takes its final timeout with 29 seconds left in the game.
Pressure on Rice. He has 4 sacks, 6 knockdowns, no block passes, and 14 hurries. When San Antonio decided to use 2 defensive linemen and 5 linebackers and run stunts in games and blitzes inside, it really has caused a problem for the Barcelona offensive line. They haven't picked it up all night.
I'm telling you, the loss of Paul Palmer has been massive. It's 2nd and 17. Complete to Edgerton. Incomplete. He dropped it. And he shouldn't have. He had it. Had the completion and let it go.
Well, there's 25 seconds left. It's 3rd and about 15. Tony Rice could be patient here. He has 2 downs to get 15 yards.
Rice sacked by Manning.
No timeouts for Barcelona. Tony Rice needs to get his team back on the line of scrimmage.
Clock continues to move.
Get a playoff. 10 seconds left in the game.
4th and 19. Rice throws deep. Intercepted. Ball game. Calvin Nicholson. His mom knows him now, Mick.
Win for San Antonio, playing a tough ball club in Barcelona.
Calvin Nicholson, who was suspended for a play earlier in the game, comes back in and makes the interception. San Antonio wins its 3rd game in a row, goes to 3-2, and the Barcelona Dragons drop their first and are 4-1. More importantly, the Dragons now trail London by a game in the European division.
San Antonio really changed the game on defense. Tony Rice was successful moving around in the pocket, making big plays. And defensively, they decided to go to 2 defensive linemen and 5 linebackers and put a lot of pressure on Tony Rice. He really didn't have an opportunity to do anything in the 4th quarter because of the defensive pressure of San Antonio. Here's a look at the last interception. The ball's underthrown. Nicholson makes a big play. Last play of the game. San Antonio wins. Another look from the end zone. Tony Rice with a lot of time to throw. Underthrows it. Intercepted.
Had a look at Jack Bicknell, and he was pointing to his shoulder as he talked to Mike Riley. And I think what he was telling him is the extent of the injury to Scott Ernie, his quarterback. Scott Ernie came in as the #1 ranked quarterback in the World League. And he went out early when he injured his shoulder. 22-14. San Antonio beats Barcelona.
We're Daihatsu from Japan, and we're new in the neighborhood. So you haven't seen a lot of Daihatsus here. Not yet. But as word spreads about Daihatsu quality, we'll grow bigger, and we won't get a stiff neck from looking up at the neighbors.
With our Charade 3-door hatchback, Daihatsu quality starts from $63.97.
The World League on USA has been brought to you by the Reebok Pump. Pump up and air out. By Kentucky Fried Chicken. Nobody's cooking like today's KFC. By Allstate. For home, auto, life, and business insurance, you're in good hands with Allstate. And by Coca-Cola, the official soft drink of the World League.
Mike Riley and San Antonio win their third straight, and Riley gets doused. Right now, Mike Riley's with Mick. Let's go downstairs.
Thanks, Tim. Player of the game, great game. Jason Garrett, you look excited to be back.
Yeah, watching your buddies play ball is fine, but playing is a whole heck of a lot better. And it was great to be out there taking snaps and running around a little bit.
Well, I said that when you got knocked down there, that you were hurt worse than you told me, and if I was wrong, I wasn't on two legs.
I don't know. It seems like it was the same injury, it was the same play, same kind of deal, but I just don't think it's as bad. We got a nice pad up under there, and I think it's okay.
What does this win mean for you guys? I mean, you're now 3-2. You've had a slow start, 0-2. You've just beaten one of the best teams in the league.
Well, you know, I mean, Barcelona's a heck of a good football team. We've been playing well all year. We just haven't had the breaks early on, and we're stringing some things together now. It gets us on the roll a little bit. I think we're doing okay.
Well, congratulations. You look good out there, and your brother did look good as well.
He makes me look good. Thanks, Mick.
All right, tonight's KFC player of the game is Jason Garrett. Kentucky Fried Chicken will make a donation of $1,000 in his name to DARE, Drug Abuse Resistance Education. Garrett, 15 of 22 tonight, 189 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, Jason Garrett showed a lot of composure, a lot of patience, really changed the momentum of this football game by his play in the third and fourth quarter, controlling the offense. Outstanding job by Jason Garrett.
So once again, the final score, San Antonio wins it. It's third in a row, 22-14. The executive producer is Gordon Beck of USA. Tonight's game produced by Rob Biner. The director, Lenny Stucker. Associate director, Jeff Bolton. Associate producer, Jeff Filippi. Production assistants, Ryan Robbins and Joe Castellano. Technical manager, Fred Yonick. Unit manager, Russ Taylor. And telecommunications by Dick Mullen. Join us Monday night for more exciting World League football as Sacramento Surge battles New York, New Jersey. Our coverage begins 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. Be with us next Saturday when the Orlando Thunder rolls into New York to take on New York, New Jersey. Or the Dragons of Barcelona battle the Surge in Sacramento. We'll be live 8 o'clock Eastern. And coming up next on USA on the East Coast, USA Up All Night. And on the West Coast, Saturday Nightmares. For Dan Marino and Mick Luckhurst, I'm Tim Brandt saying so long from San Antonio.
This USA Update is brought to you by The Prudential.
I'm Barbara Monaco. Secretary of State Baker is in Cairo tonight preparing for tomorrow's meeting with Egypt's president. Earlier, Baker met with Jordan's King Hussein. General Norman Schwarzkopf wrapped up his duties in the Persian Gulf. He's scheduled to arrive home to Tampa, Florida tomorrow morning. And former football player Lyle Alzado is undergoing treatment for brain cancer. He was diagnosed with primary brain lymphoma 3 weeks ago.
We'll fix this place up. We're Winchesters. I wish I never heard of 1636 Cherry Lane.
This is 1639. That's 1636.
In the movies, happy endings are easy, but in the real world, they take planning. So for insurance, investment advice, or the home of your dreams, come to the companies of the Prudential and build your future on the rock.
For USA Update, I'm Barbara Monaco.
Okay, my sheep, be settled. Everyone, take your seats. Who brought this in here? I'm Gilbert Gottfried, USA, up all night. And this is Gilbert Gottfried's Celibacy Colony. Don't try to find us because we've secluded ourselves from the rest of the world. We're in a very secret spot. We'll bring ourselves to you. By allowing cameras in here, you will see our way of life, hopefully destroying the myth that celibacy is both painful and boring. Arthur, get your hand up her knee or I'm gonna have it chopped off. We'll also be showing 2 films tonight to hopefully brainwash, to convince you of our way of life, our celibate way of life. The first one is School for Sex, about a white criminal's inability to find his celibate self, and instead finds himself plunged into a bottomless pit of sex. That's right. The second one is Pink Chiquitas, about a small town terrorized by sex sounds from outer space. It stars Italian pony Frank Stallone. But first, let's watch School for Sex. Arthur, we're being broadcast all over the world now, so don't screw up. No pun intended.
None taken.
Well, Pat, if I'm not back in 2 hours, you know what to do with her. Good luck, bro. Thanks.
You have been charged and pleaded guilty to fraudulently, and with full knowledge that you were committing an offense, convert to your own purpose and use sums of money amounting to £30,000, being monies due to the company known as the Salisbury Estate and Mortgage Company, of which you at the time held the position of managing director. It was, in my view, right and proper you should plead guilty. And I've turned a good ear to what I've been told by learned counsel appearing for you, in that you have already repaid the money you stole. It is, however, my duty to pronounce sentence upon you. Have you anything to say? Well, no.
May it please your lordship, I would like to ask the court's indulgence to allow me to say a few words in the defendant's favor, in the hope that your lordship might be persuaded to mitigate whatever sentence your lordship might have in mind.
Very well, Mr. Berridge. We've heard very little from you during this case.
As you can see, my lord, my client is no ordinary criminal off the streets. He's a man who comes from an excellent family background. He has wealthy, titled parents and a high academic schooling. He had an exceptional career at the university and an even more outstanding military service in a cavalry regiment. He was, in fact, awarded the Military Cross for gallantry on the Normandy beaches. Upon demobilization from the cavalry in 1946, he arrived home from overseas to the Dower House, which had been given him by his family on his 21st birthday. Only to find that both his parents had been killed during a bombing raid while staying at their Knightsbridge apartment in London, and that he had inherited the entire Wingate estate, valued at that time at nearly £3 million.
Master Giles, glad to have you back, sir.
Glad to be back, friend. And how are you?
Very well, sir.
Good. You're looking younger than ever.
Thank you, sir. After you, sir. You remember Clara, our cook, sir?
Of course I remember Clara. How nice to see you again.
And the maids are you, sir.
Where did you find these girls? The village?
Yes, sir.
Amazing. Good heavens. I must have known you when you were all just a daughter. Tiny things.
It took very little time for the handsome young bachelor to savor the pleasures of civilian life, and on an unearned income of several £1,000 per year, he was able to give very careful thought to the methods in which his newfound fortune should be spent. Many long hours were spent in meditation over his wealth of business ideas. But first things first, and Giles Wingate's army experiences had given him a commendable sense of class equality. It offended him to be waited on by uniformed servants, and he promptly ordered his staff to abandon their uniforms for something a trifle less